Hey, Fester, lame. I mean, why'd you even hit me up with that? I don't even understand why'd you even send that to me? Just lame.
I am just a presenter of information to you.
right,
I don't know that I need this aggression necessarily.
Whoa. Back off there, big guy.
Whoa.
What do you mean aggression?
Lame. But you're attacking me.
It's just lame. I'm surprised you wasted my time with that. That doesn't that barely qualifies. That's like a nick or a anyway.
Yeah.
I will address in more detail Fester's attempt to introduce content?
No, just to show you something.
All right.
Listen, I got something else I'll show you. I mean, listen, it's okay.
I'm just saying that I thought it was lame.
You were the first person I thought of when I saw it, and I meant it positively.
All right.
It's not going over that way, but
well, all right. We'll address it later on.
All right.
Fester sent me something via text yesterday.
If it's lame, I don't want to hear it.
Oh, it's lame, all right.
Lame, all right.
It is lame, lame. Oh man, I tell you what, I had so many damn emails and direct messages on Instagram. MJ, you bankrupted Spirit. I mean, first of all, wait a minute. I've been on Spirit for 4 round trips. How did I bankrupt them?
If anything, you're helping the business.
Exactly. Man, we got a lot of stuff today. Got the Tropicana Field debacle, which I brought it up yesterday.
Yeah, and then we never got to it.
And we never really dived deeper into, I mean, could baseball in St. Petersburg be done? Are the Tampa Bay Rays saying we're taking our ball and we're leaving? I mean, there's some threats are flying, so
they dropped the ball.
We got a lot of stuff to deal with on today's program as we just get rolling here on a Tuesday. Oh, I'm doing teach-in today. Now, Fester, did you ever figure out it seems that the teach-in dates are all over the place.
Yeah, they had some last week. Remember, we were talking to Dennis.
Yeah, I mean,
Dennis Phillips, and he was going on like a random Wednesday or Thursday.
He was doing something in Pinellas last week. So the Great American Teach-In, which I always thought, because I've done numerous teach-ins clearly over the years, I always thought that there was like one day, and it was pretty much like a nationwide deal. And at least locally, it seemed that the Great American Teach-In. I thought there was like one day that was sort of a national deal, and that was the day that everyone did the teach-in, regardless of the county, Pinellas, Hillsborough, Pasco. I mean, but it seems that it's like drifting all over the place. It's like this aimless wandering. It's
Well, they probably get a better. Well, I don't know if you get a better pool of people. I mean, a lot of parents whose kids go to a particular school, you'll show up there and do the teach-in. I don't know why, but I know Pinellas was last week. And this week, like you said, I think of it as a Thursday, but you're doing it today. So obviously they have other days that they're mixing in.
I just don't understand. So, yeah, Dennis Phillips, ABC Action News. We had him on last week several times because of Sarah, which Sarah, luckily, has pretty much collapsed, fallen apart. It's going to bring us, I believe, some rain tomorrow, Thursday. So I guess there's a cold front coming, which they were teasing. So I believe that the remnants of Sarah are going to merge with this cold front and just kind of drift toward the east, toward the west coast of Florida. So we're supposed to get some rain tomorrow. So we had Dennis on. He's like, yeah, I'm going to do a teach-in. And that was last week. I'm like, wait a minute, you sure? Because I was questioning him. I'm like, are you sure I think it was last Tuesday or something. And I'm like, you sure? I'm doing a teach-in next Tuesday. And I said, hey, see you next Tuesday. And then Fester, aren't you said to do a teach-in, but you're doing it like tomorrow or Thursday?
Now I'm questioning the schedule. I think it's Thursday, the 21st.
Well,
yeah, I'm doing one on Thursday.
That's Hillsborough County.
Yeah.
So
And-
I'm doing Pasco.
So what are you going to say, MJ, when the kids ask you how much money you
That's
make?
the number one question. Listen, I did my first teach-in, I think, like in 1996 around here. The 95 or 96. The MJ morning show, back then, the MJ and BJ morning show, we were pretty fresh. And I did teach-ins a long time ago. I did even high school. I remember I did Sickles High School.
Yeah.
Probably, I don't know, 2004, 2005. And I was at Sickles. And I remember that the first question there, doesn't matter, elementary school, middle school, high school. The first question is, how much money do you make? And today I think I'm doing a whole bunch of fifth grade classrooms. I think I'm speaking before like 90 something kids today. And I'm telling you right now, the first question is going to be, how much money do you make? All right, Andrew, can you add to the confusion on the Great American Teach-In is like a scattered mess these days. It's like hurricane debris all over the place.
Well, Pinellas was scheduled last week,
Okay.
Wednesday.
All right.
Pinellas County is scheduled Wednesday. That's what I just read. Pasco.
Are you okay?
Pasco County is scheduled.
Are you having a mini stroke in there?
Sorry, I was reading
All
what
right.
I actually had in
Okay,
front of me
all
for
right.
a change.
All right, just checking.
So
All right, so hold it. Pinellas was last week.
Yes.
Okay, and?
Hillsborough County is Thursday this week.
All right, so Fester, you're supposed to do Thursday?
yeah.
At your kids' school? Which one?
I'm going to go to my kids' school in the morning, and then I'm going to another middle school, which I forgot the name of, in the afternoon.
Okay.
Yeah.
So which kid?
Hudson.
So your son.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to be Thursday.
Yeah.
All right, so Andrew, Pinellas last week, Hillsborough County on Thursday. Roxanne, are you going to do a teach-in?
Yeah, I just said that.
I'm sorry, and which day?
On Thursday.
Oh, so that's Hillsborough, correct?
Yeah, Hillsborough.
All right, so that comports. So you guys are Thursday, and then I'm doing Pasco. So
Pasco is scheduled for the 20th tomorrow.
no, I'm doing it today. wait a
Well,
second.
you better get your date straight.
So if
you better
you
audit
type-
that email, whoever you confirmed it with.
Wait a second.
into the Google device.
Yeah,
If you type in
yes.
Pasco County.
Right.
Pasco County, Great American Teaching.
Right.
First thing that comes up, Pasco County Schools,
Holy
24,
Schmidt.
25.
Yeah.
It says will be on November 20th, 2024. And then you have to turn in a flyer and fill out some form.
Wait a second. They've got me going today, Tuesday.
So I think this isn't like an etched in stone day. It's like, yeah, this is the day, but if we can get somebody to come in a day earlier or a day later, and like you might be bumping out a neurosurgeon if you showed up tomorrow. Well, we have this radio hack, or we have this guy that actually does something that saves lives. Who do we want?
Listen, I want you to know that over the years we've saved lives. There have been many depressed people that I've heard from that our show saved them from like jumping off a bridge or something.
Mentioned that today during the teaching.
And some have driven right off the bridge.
All right, 6:08. I got to make sure I'm supposed to go today and not tomorrow in Pasco. Just getting rolling up on 6:09 MJ Morning Show. Traffic's on. Back in a minute.
Good morning.
It is the MJ Morning Show. This is Q105 at 104.7 FM. In fact, I'm just going to start calling us Q104.7.
Do it.
I mean, it's just a better,
More accurate.
specific address
Yeah.
to where the radio station is. Q104.7. It just tells you exactly where we are. Because, it's been Q105 for decades and decades, but that was like sort of before like digital, and you had the little needle on the old car radios, and it was it's close to 105. So that's the old theory back then. But now one of our biggest competitors is actually at 105, and we're
Yeah, I know. Sometimes I tell people that. I'm on
Yeah.
Q105, and they're like, I listened yesterday. I didn't hear you.
There's definitely confusion, and don't get me started on that. Hold on a minute, Festa. Before I talk about you getting all angry, I'm sorry, not just angry, double angry. I got to grab a call here. I think that this is going to set whether I'm showing up today or tomorrow for the Great American Teach-In up in Pasco. I think this is going to set the record straight. Hi, good morning. This is Jana, correct?
That's correct. Good morning.
So Jana is the teacher that invited me up to Pasco, and I'm going to appear before a bunch of fifth grade classes later this morning. So, Jana, is it today or tomorrow?
It is today for us at our school.
Okay, all right. So for your school, it's today, but Festa was trying to say, no, man, you're wrong because I'm on the website, and for Pasco County Schools on the Pasco County website, it says the Great American Teach-In is tomorrow, November 20th, but you're saying that I'm showing up at your school today as planned, the 19th.
That is correct. Tomorrow we have some state testing at our school, so it will be today at ours.
Yeah.
So you guys are having, you said state testing?
Yes, we're doing a thing called cold writes, where the kids get a passage and they have to write, so that is tomorrow.
Oh, okay. So you guys moved your teach-in a day earlier.
That's correct.
All right. So I'm going to be appearing before like 90 kids. Is that about right?
That's about right, yep. 95th graders that are very excited to meet you.
All right. So how many classes? How many fifth grade classrooms?
You're meeting in front of 4.
4. Wow. All right. Fantastic. All right. So I'll be there around 11 a.m. Is that going to work?
That sounds great. We have you scheduled from 11 till about 12:15, so
All right.
whatever you need.
All right. Sounds good. I guess I got to come up with an hour and 15 minutes of material.
I think you can do it. I listen to you every day. I think you got it.
I mean, Jan, honestly, after he kind of says, hey, kids, I'm MJ from the radio station. I mean, what do you think? Is he going to do like early morons in the news with these kids? Or what is going to happen? Is he going to crank call their mother?
No, I think a lot of these kids, they listen to him in the morning, or their parents do. So for them, it's kind of like he's like the celebrity coming. So I think if he just talks about his career and tells them how he got into radio, there are a lot of kids that might be interested in doing that. And for them to see somebody who can be successful at this school, that's a Title I school, these kids don't really get to see a lot of those things.
Oh, so listen, I'm coming to a school where I can have maybe even a greater impact than maybe some other schools?
Probably, yes.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
What's for lunch today?
I'm not sure what they have for lunch today, but our cafeteria manager is pretty amazing, so she makes some pretty good stuff.
All right.
Sloppy Joe Tuesday.
MJ, you have to go to the cafeteria and have lunch with the kids.
Yeah. Because lunch is
Well,
late.
we're having a spread. All of us teachers have gotten together, and there's going to be a potluck in our media center for all of our.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, wow.
Nothing I love more than a potluck.
How many other teach-in folks are coming to school today?
I think we have 14 that have said yes.
Gotcha.
We had a lot before, and then people just canceled. So,
whoa. People canceled? Why'd they cancel?
with the storms that have happened, a lot of it hit like in our area, so a lot of people were displaced with the hurricane.
Oh, all right. And then those that are showing up. So I'm a radio personality. I do a radio show, obviously. What other occupations do you know that are showing up today at your elementary school?
We have someone who deals with birds, exotic birds. We have someone who has service animals. We have Publix is coming, and they do like a cake decorating with the kids.
Oh, wow. So Publix, like a Publix on US 19 or something's coming?
Yes, there's one right by us on Moon Lake Road and Ridge Road.
Oh,
and
wow.
they usually come.
Oh,
What kind of
fantastic.
visual aids are you going to bring, MJ? Because we got the bird, the birds,
Well, hold
the
on,
animals,
hold on.
the Publix food.
Wait. Is the bird trainer gonna bring birds, or is it gonna be like
he is.
Jack Hanna going on the old Tonight Show or something?
I don't know. This is a mystery. We'll find out.
Wow.
Yeah, pictures of birds.
All right. Any neurosurgeons?
No.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, good.
Fester brought up neurosurgeons earlier today.
People actually save lives and stuff, as opposed to us who make
All
jokes.
right, well, Jana, thanks for phoning in and confirming that I am showing up today and not tomorrow. Because I had it written down. I had it in my calendar, and then Fester's throwing all doubt in it. No, man, I'm on the website.
I'm not throwing doubt. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing.
All
I'm
right.
going to investigate.
See you later this morning. And do the kids know that I'm coming?
Yes. So the kids do know that you're coming, and they were super excited because we asked if they knew who you were. And so the kids are raising their hand, and we made sure to let them know, the one question that's off limits. So
Hold on. What's the one question that's off limits?
how much money do you make?
Oh, they always ask that.
No, they can ask it. It's okay.
Yeah, they can ask anything.
It is the number one question. They can ask the question. All right.
All right. Sounds good.
I don't know if I'm going to answer it, but they can ask. All right, we'll see. I'll see you later this morning.
All right. We'll see you then. Thanks so much.
All right, you bet. Look at that. So it is today. Fester.
Have fun. Good.
All right, Fester. You're not just going to get all all angry at me.
I don't know what you're going to bring up, but I have a feeling about what it might be.
But-
and I want you to know I've turned over a new leaf.
You're going to get doubly angry on this one because there's an element to piss you off even more.
All right.
All right, so what do you think it is that I'm about to approach you with about you getting angry?
About all those damn lottery winners?
Yep.
Son of a bitch.
I thought you turned over a new
I'm
leaf.
working on it. It's a work in progress.
It's a new leaf in progress. Just like sprouting, little green nub is coming out
I'm
right now.
trying.
It's not a full leaf yet. Do you know where I'm headed with this one?
No, I don't know.
Well, there have been a couple of $1 million scratcher winners.
I don't even click on those headlines anymore.
Well, click on this.
Okay.
Woman won a $10 million Florida scratcher.
Oh, that's what I'm talking
All right,
about.
hold on. I didn't even know I knew there was a $5 million scratcher.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know that. It seems that the lottery, they come up with new scratcher games every 7 minutes. Did you even know there was a $10 million top prize on a scratcher?
The next time you go to Publix, you might enjoy, assuming you don't have anything very perishable, standing in front of the scratcher.
The customer service counter?
No, they have a scratcher box, like a big digital box. You don't even go to the customer service anymore.
You mean a machine?
Well, yeah, but it's like a digital screen.
They have a
and you-
digital box. Yeah, it's called a vending machine.
but they have this digital
You
vending
come up with the
machine.
most awkward ways to describe certain things.
Yet
They've got this
accurately.
digital box.
It's
and
a digital
got
box.
It's a lottery vending machine.
It can be both.
All right.
Both are accurate.
All right, get ready to get pissed off.
So
Yeah.
you would enjoy standing there and looking at the spread of. They have everything from $1
Oh, I
tickets.
thought you said just watching the riffraff coming in and spending money on lottery tickets that they can't afford.
That's that too.
Can't feed their family. Kids are walking around with tattered, stained, disgusting clothes, but they're out there buying $150 in scratchers at Publix. Well, listen, that's the lottery in many places. That sometimes the people that can least afford it play the lottery over and over.
You know what's so funny? I read this whole story, and I love in all these lotto stories, you read them, you read all the information about how the big winner, and then at the bottom it says if you or a loved one shows signs of gambling addiction, you can seek help by calling this hotline. And I'm thinking, you just enticed me to become more addicted with these reports of winnings.
That's not in my version over here, but it's like the casino commercials. It's like you know 1-800-ADMIT-IT or whatever if you have a gambling problem. All right, so Fester.
Yes.
Woman wins a $10 million scratch off.
Oh my
and I would think this would be like a $50 scratcher. Isn't that the top price for a scratcher? Aren't there $50 scratchers?
Yes.
All right. So this was only a $20 scratcher.
That's got to be the top prize for the $20 scratcher.
Holy crap. So then what's the top prize on some of the $50 scratchers?
So Florida Lottery has a $50 scratch-off game called 500X the Cash.
Yeah.
And it's a $25 million
Oh, my God. All right.
winner.
So Jessica Callahan, 47, purchased a $20 Florida Gold Rush Legacy ticket
That's a good game.
from a Cumberland Farms market up in the Panhandle, up in Pensacola, and she won $10 million. $10 freaking million from a $20 Gold Rush Legacy scratcher. So Fester's like, oh, man, that should have been my $10 million. That should have been my $20 scratcher. But here's where Fester gets doubly pissed, like Oreo double stuff. She drove over from Alabama into Pensacola. She's not even a Florida resident.
She's an illegal?
She's an illegal.
Can we please secure the border, Governor DeSantis?
She crossed the border from Alabama into Florida, into Pensacola to grab the so it's not even a Florida resident.
It's like an Alabama invasion.
Yeah, look at that.
Coming through our water.
We say welcome to Florida. The sign's right there.
Isn't Alabama one of the states that doesn't have a lottery? Look, hurry up. Look that up. I don't want to run too late here. Hurry up, because I got morons of the news coming up in the next segment.
Alabama.
And Andrew, turn your mic on. Say that on the air. Go ahead.
There's still three of the four top prizes remaining in that game.
Holy crap.
Yeah, that's the game to play.
Wow. So there are 3 more $10 million winners in the
Gold Rush Legacy.
Gold Rush Legacy. Wow.
Yeah, Florida Lottery does a good job of having a site that says how many top winners are still available.
Yeah.
So you don't pick something that's a
Am I right? There's no lottery in Alabama?
According to the Google, I think that's what it says. Yeah.
I don't think they have Powerball, Mega Millions. I don't think they have a state lottery. I don't think they've got scratchers. Got a lot of residents scratching stuff down there, but not lottery tickets. So, yeah, I was pretty sure that Alabama doesn't have lottery.
Alabama's a weird place, what they go for and what they don't go for.
Am I right? Have you confirmed it?
I mean, I typed in Alabama lottery and the headlines come up. Alabama could become the 46th state with lottery. And that's back from May, but there was a vote, and the vote didn't pass.
Didn't pass. All right, so still no
I
lottery.
mean, kissing your sister is legal in Alabama, but you can't play a scratcher. Alabama.
Marrying a 12-year-old is legal in Alabama, but you can't buy a scratcher. All right, so
Alabama priorities.
All right, 6:33 at the MJ Morning Show. We'll do early morons in the news next on the MJ Morning Show. Stand by for that. And here we go, 6:41, and it is the MJ Morning Show. Early morons of the news. The first moron story is going to be accompanied by little visual effects.
Visual aid.
Visual. Thank you very much. Visual aids will accompany the first story here on the MJ Morning Show. Oh, also, I want to introduce something here.
Okay.
I want to introduce a new little audio bite that I'm going to probably regularly sprinkle in on the show. And, I'll play these little sound effects and people like, I like turtles, there are little audio bites that we drop in, like, a P. Diddy, for instance, saying,
I'm shocked at this information.
By the way, there's more P. Diddy stuff today, so we'll get into that later on.
I'm shocked at that information.
I'm shocked at this information.
So I want to bring to the table a new audio bite here to the MJ Morning Show. And you know what? It's not totally new because I've seen this thing pop up. And for instance, when I'm looking at a reel on Instagram, I don't do TikTok because it's a Chinese spy operation, but on Instagram, and I'm sure it's on TikTok as well, if there's some kind of crazy video, people will add the music, and sometimes there's sort of a certain sound that people use over and over again. Like one of them, and I brought this up before, is that, oh no, oh no, oh no, no, no,
Yeah,
no, no.
it's like,
Yeah, we see that all the time.
Meme music.
You got a forklift driver at Home Depot smashes into a shelf, it topples over, and they're playing the music. Oh no, oh no. Anyway, this is another sound that I see pop up fairly regularly on like Instagram reels when like someone is busted or doing something. I see it sometimes for police arrests. So tell me if you've heard this one before.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
So, that it sounds familiar, right?
Yeah, it does.
It's
What's
like,
it from?
It's like, what movie is that from? Anyway, there's this huge debate online, and nobody can actually put their finger on what that is from.
It kind of sounds like a Diary of a Wimpy Kid. doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, something like
Yeah.
that. But
like a little bit, the voice is a little
but
too old. Yeah.
nobody can actually put their finger on where the hell this really came from.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
So listen, you get a crazy moron in the news story, or some local bozo does something idiotic. I think I'm going to start sprinkling this in.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Yeah,
You know what? I think morons in the news could use more meme music. I like that.
meme music. All right, sounds good to me. Anyway, here's the visual aid, and I'm dying to get a reaction out of Fester and Roxanne on this one. Colorado carjackers. You got these two 19-year-olds. So, I mean, still teenagers. You're 19, right? But the difference is you're not like 14, 15. At 19, you're going to be charged as an adult. There's no doubt about it. Now, listen, there are 15 and 16-year-olds that do crimes, and they'll get charged as adults. But definitely at 19, you're getting charged as an adult.
Yeah.
These two Colorado carjackers led police on a high-speed chase, ended in a ball of fire. I mean, explosion flames. The mugshots are what sells this story. So, Fester, don't click on this yet. I'm going to tell you where to go. And then, folks, you at home, you can look at this image as well. I'll tell you exactly where in a second. So, cops arrested 19-year-olds Michael Howell McGlynn and Christine Elizabeth Romero. They pulled them from the burning wreck of the 2015 Subaru Forester. I'm going to tell you right now, if I'm going to carjack a car, it's going to be a 2015 Subaru Forester.
Listen, that all-wheel drive in Colorado comes in handy,
Yeah,
man.
it does.
I mean, I think Subaru is one of the top-selling cars in Colorado.
Which was previously reported as stolen in an armed carjacking. I'm just saying, if you're going to armed carjack a vehicle, would it be a 2015 Subaru Forester? That's all I'm asking.
I mean, it depends on condition and miles, but yeah.
All right, so cops with the Larimer County Sheriff's Office, they spot the SUV in a parking lot, 4 a.m. They attempted to stop it. They sped off. They accelerated to speeds in excess of 100 miles an hour. Cops are in hot pursuit. And then there's a car crash. With the suspects fleeing, they slowed down at the approach of another intersection. Officers rammed the car in an attempt to stop them. The Subaru hit a curb, then landed in a nearby tree and burst into flames. All right. So then officers rushed to pull these two out of the burning wreck. They were taken to the hospital, and then they were booked into the Larimer County, Colorado jail. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is the mugshots are unfreaking believable. Folks, go to mjmorningshow.com.
All right, MJ Morning.
The very top, you'll see As Heard on the MJ Morning Show. So go to mjmorningshow.com, and then As Heard on the MJ Morning Show. I would not be doing the story unless these mugshots existed. So go to mjmorningshow.com, click on As Heard on the MJ Morning Show, top row, and then you'll see the link here. Scroll up. There we go.
Are you kidding me? What the? What?
Wow.
What the hell?
Oh my God! The one guy looks like he's trying to be they're like Halloween costumes.
Oh my God!
Like a mummy. There's a mummy.
Well,
His whole face is bandaged from the fire accident.
Yeah. Oh my God.
He's all bandaged up.
And
then, oh my God! What the hell is going on with her?
She's a vampire with the fat, bloody lip.
What the hell's going on with Christine Elizabeth Romero? Holy frig on a popsicle stick!
She's got that two-tone hair, that blonde on one side, goth on the other.
Is that a metal stud through the middle of her bottom lip? Or is that like a big old blister or like herpes sore or what? What is
if
that?
She was in an accident. It's probably, I'm assuming like she popped her lip in the accident.
She
right?
bit her lip or something. It looks like, and then you can see blood going down her chin.
My God. Then her eyeliner and whatever, her eyeshadow. Then she's, you know what her hair looks like? Those Sunshine Bakery half vanilla, half chocolate
Yeah.
Oreo type ripoff cookies.
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, of course. That's a look.
Oh my
Doesn't look
God.
good in a mugshot.
With
but-
her hair, what the hell?
Well, look at her eyeballs. She's like staring up at like she's possessed.
She
She's
looks
not
like
looking
she's.
straight ahead. She's like this.
She looked like she's possessed. Yeah, you're right.
I would love to be possessed with black and white
But
cookies.
I mean, this young woman, this 19-year-old, is a freaking wreck. However, I might regret saying this. There is apparently like maybe a little underlying hotness there.
Yeah, take that back. I mean, just take those words back into your mouth.
Listen,
It's
She's a
not
di-
the time.
she is a disaster, but there's something about her.
No, there's some, if you take the blood off her face,
I mean,
if you clean her up,
Depossess her. Like her eyeballs are rolled back in her head.
I'm sure she cleans up nicely.
oh my God. What a mess. All right, take a look at this mugshot of the girl. Take a look at the mugshot of the guy. And it's up on our website, mjmorningshow.com. And then click on As Heard on the MJ Morning Show. Wow. Let me ask you a question. That's AXE. Let me ask.
I got it.
Do you think it's a good idea to throw an axe at a police officer that pulls you over for a traffic stop?
No.
Yeah, you know what? I'm
Never.
thinking,
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
I'm going to burn that thing out, aren't I?
One day.
Yeah, like in the next segment, it's going to be over.
Yeah.
So some people, or the internet, I'm sorry, thinks it's from the movie Holes. The movie Holes from
All right.
2003.
All right, I got to look that up.
All right, we'll get to that.
All right.
Questions about the axe and the officer.
Yeah.
How far was the officer? I mean, if there's no chance of
All
me
right.
hitting the officer.
This is out of Springfield, Massachusetts. And guy was arrested after throwing an axe at a state police cruiser. What? A rookie trooper and his trooper coach were on patrol about 9 p.m. This is late last week when a man in his 30s approached the passenger side of their vehicle carrying several weapons. The man had a hatchet, several knives, and a machete. Cops said the man asked them why they wouldn't get out of the cruiser and arrest him for having the weapons. Officials told him that he was free to leave. Then body cam footage shows the guy throwing the axe at the cruiser. Guess what? That's going to get you arrested. What the hell? So they tried to de-escalate. They tried to put the car in reverse.
Yeah, de-escalate. I really give these police officers a lot of credit for trying to de-escalate when they're getting guys wielding an axe, throwing it at them.
So the guy throws the axe several times at the right side of the cruiser.
What, he bend down and pick it up and throw it again?
Yes, sir. Despite the grave danger posed by an armed, volatile individual, the troopers used their training and composure to achieve a safe resolution. Tell you what, that's where you yell, taser, 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 and you just light that guy up and, but they de-escalated after, hey, have you ever been to one of those axe throwing places? That they have those locally, right?
So they have them, and
Yeah.
I've seen friends' pictures who've gone before, but I have not been to an axe throwing
Right.
place.
So the point is, the reason why I'm bringing this up, if you want to throw an axe, go to one of those axe throwing bars or those axe throwing places.
Bars. I
Yeah.
mean, it's not good to mix alcohol with that, is it?
No, but I think I've seen like
It's
some
like
of
a bar
yeah.
environment where you get a couple drinks and you throw axes at a
Yeah,
wall.
nothing
Yeah.
like getting all liquored up and throwing
Yeah.
axes. Absolutely. But I'm just saying, if you want to throw an axe, go ahead and go to one of those places where you can like throw axes against a wall or a wooden block or something, and don't throw them against a police cruiser. How about that? Just a little hot tip.
Little word to the wise.
Yeah, from the MJ Morning Show. So stand by. Hey, red pill, blue pill. Obviously you think of the Matrix, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what a red pill guy is? Are you dating a red pill guy?
Toxic or something?
Hang on, we'll get to that next. Don't move. Hey, 7 o'clock hour starts in minutes here on the MJ Morning Show on a Tuesday, a busy damn day. So stand by, back in minutes. Fester, I got a little Tesla item for you. Well, actually, not one, not two. I think I've got 3 Tesla items for you, which if I can get to them in this segment, I shall. If not, we'll push them to next segment.
Fantastic. I love hearing about the revolutionary vehicle that's changing transportation as we know it.
Okay, yeah, this changed things as they knew it for a couple of people. I'll explain coming up in just a bit here on the MJ Morning Show. Red pill, blue pill. I never really liked The Matrix. You know, I didn't have trouble understand. Some people like, man, I don't understand it or this or that. I totally got the Matrix. It just didn't do much for me. Does that strike a chord with any of you guys?
Yeah, I mean, I have actually never seen The Matrix, but I get the concept of it, but I've never been into it. I'm
with Roxanne. I've never seen. I have not seen a second.
No,
I've seen the clip of like him backing up with bullets, or like he leans back, and
or like moving side to side to avoid the slow-mo bullets coming at him.
I've only seen it in clip form. I've never sat down and watched the opening credits and sat through a Matrix movie.
Red pill, blue pill, right? The whole thing, All right. So the question is, are you dating a red pill guy? So, Fessa, look up, help me out here.
Okay.
Look up what's the difference between the red pill and the blue pill, because
In the Matrix or in the dating of men?
well, no, it relates to the Matrix. So really, I think you need to have the Matrix description of the red pill versus the blue pill.
The red pill is just the awakening. The red pill is like you've been exposed to the knowledge, and the blue pill is like you don't know. You're living in the dark.
Are you speaking directly from the? Because I saw the Matrix once, and that was enough for me. I don't need to rewatch that.
Like I said, I haven't seen it, but that's just like you hear people throw those pills around, and I think the red pill is the one you've been exposed to the knowledge, and the blue pill is you're still in the dark.
All right. So here's the AI overview. If you notice these days when you search on Google, you'll get like that blurb on top now, and it's the AI, the artificial intelligence overview that it dug deep on the internet, and it brings you this. So in the context of the Matrix film, a red pill represents the choice to confront a harsh reality and learn the truth, while the blue pill signifies choosing to remain ignorant and stay in a comfortable, illusory world, essentially choosing to not know the truth about a situation. So the red pill is about awakening to reality. The blue pill is about staying in blissful ignorance. All right, so that's the AI-generated response. So are you dating, so ladies, or I guess there's some guys, are you dating a red pill guy?
Somebody who's hyper aware of everything?
Well, here are the dark tactics that they employ to entrap women, according to a new study. So I was looking at an overview from the journal Personal Relationships. Fessa, add that to your subscription list, Personal Relationships Journal.
I already subscribe, and that's how Roxanne and I navigate so well with you.
Okay, Personal Relationships. So there are some deceptive tactics that red pill subscribers use to get their way with women, manipulate the female type. And these comport with what is described as the dark triad personality type, according to the research. So men who adhere to red pill ideologies have the dark triad. Do you know what the dark triad is?
Yeah, it's three. It's narcissism.
Yep. That is. Hang on. Let me ding you.
Okay.
Let me ding you. All right, go ahead.
Is it narcissistic?
Yep. Narcissism.
Is it Machiavellianism?
That is correct.
And then is it psychopath?
Psychopath.
Or sociopath? Is it socio or psycho?
No, it's psycho.
It's psychopath?
It is psychopathy. Yes.
Yes.
Come on, you look that up. You didn't have those off the top.
That's true. Have I looked?
She
I
rattled
know.
them right off.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right,
She couldn't even type in.
So you must have been traumatized by these guys during your dating career.
No,
Is
not
that how you
during
can-
my dating career.
So
my professional career.
Oh, your married career?
Yeah, I mean, her working career.
My working career.
All right, just
Which
Not my
is
dating
part of the
career,
reason
dating.
why we subscribe to that magazine, Personal Relationships Quarterly.
yeah. So you got some of the issues that are at play here. So you want to look out for these common warning signs which represent a red pill guy. Number one, love bombing, which might sound, oh, that's so sweet. He's love bombing. Oh, no. No. So red pill men will push to escalate a relationship and overwhelm a woman with compliments, gifts, grand romantic gestures, but beneath the surface, just a little bit of, as deep as like the fingernail on that little silver grayish material on the lottery scratcher.
Yeah.
Just below that little surface there, is a desire for the man, the guy, to gain psychological control over the partner.
You know who described that behavior is Kim Porter in the book, assuming it's her that wrote it.
Oh, Diddy?
About Diddy.
Yep.
And she described this sort of thing like, she would feel weird. They would have these big fights, and then he would come back and do these grand gestures. And like he came on so strong in the beginning.
Next, so love bombing might sound
Love
good,
bombing.
but nope, that's a problem. So they hit you with all kinds of stuff, but it's a way to ensnare, entrap, and like lure you into the tawdry web, and then have like control over you. All right, then prioritizing sex. Yeah, so sex is very important. It's like top shelf item for the red pill guy. Yeah, the women that were interviewed, surveyed, researched for this journal report, they agreed that sex was regarded as a top priority in the relationship, often feeling pressured to meet the red pill partner's needs and desires, sometimes against their will or at their expense. And it talks about how sex produces hormones to encourage bonding between partners. Red pill men were seen leveraging sex to reinforce more control over the partner. It's all about control stuff here. All right. Next, coaxing. So what is this? Coaxing can look like some type of ingratiation, but red pill men employ the coaxing psychological tactic to manipulate their partner, control their emotions. There's a tactic called the dead game. Man, this thing is just loaded with all kinds of like nuggets. This is like a 20-pack of nuggets.
The dead game.
The dead game.
Is it like playing possum?
Red pill partners may also use passive-aggressive comments to signal disapproval or reinforce their expectations. And it's a way that they will threaten to abandon or to like leave the woman like high and dry and instill this fear. And it's this abandonment that will make a woman more eager to like give in and comply. Man, there's a lot here, right?
Yeah.
What's your problem, Fester?
I'm just thinking you should cover this today during the Great American Teach-In.
What are you talking
They're like, all right, fifth graders, let's have all the red pill boys over here and all the blue pill boys over
I'm just
here.
warning women about red pill guys. You got a problem with a little public service announcement here? And then
I like jokes more than public service announcements, but it's just me. It's not my show.
Why are you being such a dick?
You asked me. You asked me. Don't drop a Richard on me. Don't drop a Richard on me. You're asking me.
We do a little bit of everything on this show.
You looked up and you said, what's your problem?
All right, so the last one is vanity. That the red pillar puts the alpha male on a pedestal, and the ex-partners of some of these red pill guys, they report a narcissistic preoccupation with looks, social status, intellectual superiority, financial success. So those are the traits that a red pill guy tries to exude, whether it's real or whether it's kind of a front and fake. That's the whole mentality and persona.
Yeah, that's why my dating advice to women, like my girlfriends, anyone who's single, I'm just like, just date good people. Don't
Roxanne,
even worry about it.
I thought this was fascinating, and
No.
Fester's over here like, giving me the business.
I'm not giving you business. I'm just letting it pass. Okay, listen, the crazy thing when you said red pill, blue pill, I thought it was the two different kinds of ED pills. Because have you seen the new red one, the Rose Sparks pill that's like a little red one? And then the blue pill is Viagra.
Well, the blue pill is actually a pharmaceutical drug that you need a prescription for. Is this red pill some kind of like over-the-counter gas station pill?
I think it might be.
Yeah.
I saw a commercial for it.
What do you mean you saw a commercial for it?
It's like a supplement. I don't know.
It's not like is it a real like pharmaceutical prescription? I don't know. The red pill.
Food and Drug Administration is advising people not to buy the red boner pill.
There you go. So it's not an FDA-approved drug like Viagra.
I thought that was the public service of what kind of pill.
Generic sildenafil, right? Isn't that what it is?
I
think I've heard too many of those commercials. But can I make a confession right here, right now?
Confess away.
By the way, Roxanne, were you interested in that last?
I was interested in it because I just think how, number one, I took from it that we put too many labels on things. Like everybody has to have a cutesy, oh, this is a red pill guy. No, the guy's a dick. That's what he is. Stay away from him. And so that's my advice to to women who are, in the dating world, just date good people.
Right.
And then eventually you'll find the one you like. And in the process of dating good people, then you will learn to treat yourself well and you will set a standard.
I'm going to make a confession right here, right now. I have never, ever taken a Viagra. I've never tried it, never popped one. So I'm talking about, what about some of the other ones? And I even forget the names. What are some of the other ones?
I remember one was called Cialis because
That's right.
you could remember it because when you got
See, Alice?
Alice, look.
It's working again. See, Alice, it's working again. Woo! So there were a couple of, and those, Cialis was also a prescription, but I have never taken a Viagra or a Cialis or whatever the other one was. Yeah, I think there were like three,
Levitra.
Yeah, was that? Yeah, that sounds right. Levitra.
Well, knock on wood when you say that.
Listen,
Like knock on wood.
Yeah,
if you know what I mean.
Yeah, we got it.
I got a T-shirt that says that.
we got it. All right. So no need, no desire, no.
It's really a lot of information in this segment.
I'm just saying. I've never. I think it's an interesting revelation. I've never tried a Viagra, but I mean, you see those damn blue pill commercials. You see them all over the place. For the brand name, and of course now, all these companies they're advertising the generic form because the patent expired, so you can do the generic sildenafil, et cetera. All right, Fester, let's see if this piques your interest. Okay, let's see if this perks you up a little bit.
Is it going down your ED history? I mean, I don't know.
No.
But okay, what is it?
Three things here involving Teslas. So number one. Because you guys have a Model Y.
Yes.
And I always ask, why? 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 And the Tesla is your wife's car.
Yes.
So listen, I don't really care about you, but I care about your wife and the kids driving around in that thing.
Care about her much more than I care about myself.
First of all, Tesla labeled as having the highest fatal crash rate in a new safety study. This just came out yesterday. Tesla vehicles have the highest fatal crash rate of any car brand in the United States. All right, hold on. Got your attention?
Not really. No.
Yes, I do. I've got your attention.
I will tell you why.
Hold on.
All Tesla news is fake news after you finish attacking the finest car this country's produced in the last 50 years.
Oh, okay, yeah. Suddenly you're a Tesla ambassador. You're driving.
I'll tell you why.
You're driving a 2010 Cadillac barge. All right, hold on a minute. If I got anyone's attention, I'll finish it up next when we start an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ. Also, the Tesla bumper stickers that are popping up. And then, listen, I don't want to scare the crap out of somebody, but it's the final item that is, this is spooky.
So you have three Tesla things?
Yeah. Listen, because I know that you're a Tesla owner, so I'm just.
Not me. Thousands and thousands of your listeners are Tesla owners.
I wouldn't say thousands and thousands.
I would say millions.
Okay, hang on.
Yes.
I would say gajillions.
Yeah,
So
seriously.
That and a whole lot more next, because we start an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ. Oh, also, you want to win that new garage door opener from Banco and LiftMaster and the MJ Morning Show? Got the details also next. This is a $1,000 prize, close to $1,000. And we'll build that in next, so stand by here on the MJ Morning Show. Hey, 5 at the MJ Morning Show, and this is it. This is the sweet spot. Starting an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ right now. So I want to continue with the Tesla pile. And listen, this is just a public service announcement for Fester, but Fester has conveniently disappeared, Roxanne. He's gone.
He's probably scared of all this Tesla news. He probably doesn't want to hear it. No news is good news.
Oh, here he is.
He came back.
Oh, here he is. Is that a real Stanley Cup or is that a phony Stanley Cup?
Funny you should say that.
Yeah.
It's a fake Stanley, but it has the Tampa Bay Lightning on it, who has won several Stanley Cups.
Oh, that is a very ironic Stanley Cup.
It's a paradox.
It's not a Stanley.
So, hey, let me tell you something. So I'm in the garage, and there's a pile of boxes. So the whole family with like all their orders from Amazon and whatever the hell they're ordering online, right? They throw their boxes in the garage, and then I'm expected to break down all the boxes.
What are you, the help?
What are you mumbly snickering at over there?
You're the help.
Yeah. So
don't worry, the houseboy will take care of it. Oh wait, that's Dad.
Listen, today is recycle day. So in my part of Tampa, where I live, my trash day is Tuesday, Friday. So and then Tuesday is trash day plus the green bin, the recycle bin.
Mm-hmm.
So I go through the boxes, I break down the boxes, I remove the address labels. Oh, I hate throwing boxes away with the address label on there. I get just kind of creeped out.
Yeah,
right?
Your address lives forever in some landfill.
Yeah, exactly. So I peel off the addresses or razor blade them off. You know what? I like the stickers where they come off easy. Have you noticed like some of the stickers they'll peel off like totally easy, and then some of the stickers they're like riveted on there. They're like bonded on there with like some kind of 2-in-1 cement or something.
There's really no middle ground.
No, it's like some of these peel off easy, and some of them are just a biatch to get off. So I'm breaking down boxes, and I think a little sneakiness happened. So I find the box, and the box has 3 other boxes inside. I'm like, well, what was this? So 3 different items inside, and then I'm curious. So I started opening things up. I find a little paperwork. It's like Chloe ordered 3 new Stanley Cups.
That's cute.
Well, what do you mean it's cute? Those things are like $60 a piece. What do you mean it's cute?
I mean, I think they've come down in pricing.
All right, listen.
Maybe not.
Yeah, so I have a sneaky secret Stanley Cup ordering. I mean, how many Stanley Cups do you need?
So you need one for work,
What
one
is
for
it?
home,
What
one
the
for the
he-
car.
What the hell is it with Generation Z? Because Chloe's Gen Z, she's 23. Is that like the highest utilizer, the highest purchaser of Stanley Cups is like that Generation Z?
Well, it's floated down to the younger generation because my girls, well, at
Oh.
least my 7-year-old loves them.
Dude,
Yeah.
you've got a 7-year-old. So
Yeah.
your 7-year-old is brainwashed that they need a Stanley Cup for $58?
Someone gave her one as a gift, and it's her prized
Who
possession.
wait,
and a lot of the kids at school have them.
Wait a minute. Who gave your 7-year-old kid a Stanley Cup as a gift?
One of her friends.
Also, MJ, there is an enormous knockoff market.
Oh, there's a huge
Yeah,
knockoff
but
market.
the Walmart Stanley Cup
Right?
might be about just as good.
You know what? You got to do like the ice melt test.
So one has
Yes,
ice
'cause
that lasts.
Chloe will come home. Hey, look at this. She'll come home. It's like 6:00 at night. She comes home from work. Look at this. My ice is still completely frozen from 7 a.m. this morning.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
one of them, like the Stanley Cup, maybe it holds ice for 48 hours, and the Walmart one for, I don't know, 40 hours. They're really efficient cups.
Guess what? Michelle just bought a cooler, and Michelle did a lot of cooler research. And instead of buying a Yeti, listen, Michelle.
But you buy like a Shamu cooler?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a
Orca.
that's right.
It's not Shamu. It's an Orca
I knew
cooler.
it had a whale name.
So here's the deal. So we wanted to get a cooler actually before the hurricanes hit because we were thinking the power was going to go out, and we got a nice portable generator for total emergencies. But Michelle wanted to rush and try to get one of these real good, expensive, heavy duty coolers delivered before the hurricane, and we didn't quite make that. But Michelle did extensive cooler research, and of course, when you think of high end, ridiculously expensive coolers, you think of Yeti first, right?
Yeah.
But Michelle did cooler research and found out that a lot of people like the Orca coolers better.
She did cooler research. My research is cooler than yours.
My cooler's cooler
I
than
wear,
yours, exactly.
I wear sunglasses when I do my research.
so-
I smoke a cigarette like the pink ladies in Greece. I am super cool when I do research.
So we ended up with an Orca
You're
cooler.
making jokes, but I told
Yeah.
you cigarettes would be a great look for you.
All right,
Roxanne.
Fester, thanks for joining us. I want to go back to
All right.
the Tesla items here quick. Folks, this is going to be quick. And I do this as, like love is in the air. I care about Fester and the family.
Thanks.
And then I just saw this last night. This is fresh. That Tesla vehicles have the highest fatal crash rate of any car brand in the United States.
I mean, do you want to walk around maimed?
The study analyzed data from the U.S. Fatality Analysis Reporting System, covered crashes between 2017 and 2022. Comes at a bad time for Tesla, as well, there are just a number of stories.
What else is happening with my favorite car brand?
Well, this is interesting. California police struggling to deal with unusable Tesla patrol cars.
Yeah, you got to charge them, officer.
According to the study, Tesla cars have a fatal crash rate of 5.6 per billion miles driven, and that's higher than a Kia at 5.5 and a Buick at 4.8. What is the Buick thing? Because like a ton of old people drive Buicks, or
I think people just naturally die when they're driving a Buick. I mean, it's your time.
But here's the deal: the national average for fatal crashes in the U.S. is at 2.8 per billion miles. So you've got a Tesla at 5.6. That's nearly double the national average.
It's such a weird equation per billion miles. I mean, so I have our Tesla has like 20 something thousand miles.
Because you look at the number of people that are driving in the United States and what they drive, and that's how they They categorize this per billion miles driven. And the fact is, don't let billions kind of throw you off. It's just, why is a Tesla so high on the list? Why is a Kia the next highest? And then why is Buick the next highest?
So I'll tell you why Tesla
1, 2, 3.
might be the highest.
Yeah.
Because it is fast as hell.
Yeah, they are fast.
It goes from 0 to, holy crap, this is really fast pretty quickly.
All right. Then I guess there are people that are upset with Elon Musk on numerous levels.
What has he been doing to divide people lately?
All right, so I'm not
What's he been?
I'm not going to delve into that. You take away what you want here, whether it's X or his politics or whatever the story is. But apparently, and I haven't seen these yet, but I read a story that people are slapping stickers on their Tesla that says that they're putting on stickers that say, I purchased this car before Elon went crazy. So
okay,
people are putting,
All right.
it's a bumper sticker. I bought this Tesla before. There are multiple stickers out there, but that's one of the most popular ones, is that I bought this Tesla before Elon was crazy.
Listen, let me tell you, he's always been crazy.
All right,
Yeah.
And a genius.
Then the final Tesla item here, and Fester, I do this because I know that you have a Tesla Model Y in the family.
Yes, which I almost fit in.
All right, this is rough. This is a rough one. Terrified friends burned to death trapped inside their crashed Tesla after the electronic doors failed.
Dude, you have to know where.
There's a manual release, right?
So get this.
Tell me.
Get this. We have the Y.
Yep.
And the manual release is right at the door handle. You can pull it and it will open the door.
Okay.
Right? No battery needed, no nothing. If the battery's there. But the pull location in the back seat
Yep.
is the dumbest location ever.
Oh,
and you have to know where it is.
You're admitting.
Okay.
It's looking at it, I mean, it's not in a spot that you would think of ever looking. And when you're in a panic state, you would never even process to look. It's in, you know how like doors have like a little cupboard panel, like a little place to put like, I don't know.
A cupboard panel to what? To keep my breakfast cereal?
No, it's like the doors have like a place, like a,
To keep my oatmeal?
no, the doors have, like a place to store stuff in
Can
the
I
door.
can I put a spice rack inside my cupboard panel
You actually-
inside?
you could probably put like a couple of things of coriander, maybe some powdered, I don't know,
Cumin.
garlic. Yeah, some cumin. Yeah, sure. But it has like the little pocket. Then it's on the bottom of that. You would never think to look or pick up that little piece of rubber
Anyway,
lining.
before I move on, 4 friends died burning Tesla after a crash. The crash broke the car's electronic door handles. Woman in her 20s was the only survivor of the fiery crash back on October 24th. It was a Model Y.
Yeah, the Y. I don't know about the other models. But
A man smashed the window of a blazing Model Y with a metal pole, but 4 friends identified as died in the tragedy. The surviving woman said they could not open the doors from inside the wreck.
Oh no.
they didn't know where the
Ugh.
safety latch
That's
was.
awful.
Anyway, just a little public service for you, Fester.
Listen, I know where the safety latch is, and I never ride in the back.
That's all I'm saying. Hey, speaking of cars, you ready for this?
Ready.
This is a public service announcement from an individual. This is a nurse educator who is warning other healthcare workers, because I guess healthcare workers are known to have this particular item on their body, on their person. So a healthcare worker, nurses, a lot of times you have the pocket right on the breast, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
the scrubs you're wearing, you've got a pocket.
Yeah.
A lot of healthcare professionals will have pens in their pocket. This
I've seen
nurse, this nurse educator. Listen, I just saw it. I was just over my dad's in the respiratory ICU over in Fort Lauderdale still.
Sure.
And I was there last weekend, and I saw all kinds of doctors and nurses with their scrubs on and pens in their pocket. So this nurse educator is warning healthcare workers to take the pens out of their pocket before they drive, because driving with pens could cause some serious freaking damage if you're in a wreck and the airbag goes off. So listen to this. Just a PSA to all of my healthcare workers or anyone that puts pens in their pockets. Make sure you take the stuff out when you get in the car before you start driving. And talks about cases, car wrecks that they've observed where the airbag goes off and it pushes the pen into someone's chest. It like stabs them like some kind of like a knife or something.
It'll puncture right into your heart if it hits it at the right
Well,
angle.
that's the deal. So just a warning to make sure you take the pens out of your pocket before you drive. You know, if you're like some nerd with the pocket pen protector and all that stuff, or just have a ballpoint pen inside your scrub pockets, take it out. Because, when the airbags, they explode like a mini bomb. And the force, they say, can shove a pen right into your chest.
Tell you what, man, that pen is deadly.
Yeah.
Don't write it out.
All right. Oh, guess who's getting dragged? Guess who's getting absolutely hammered?
P. Diddy.
All right. Well, that would be correct. So
I don't know. I have no idea what you're talking about.
So last week, right? Yeah, I think it was last week. We talked about
Is that the answer?
What?
P. Diddy?
No.
Oh, okay. You said guess who's getting dragged. And I guessed,
it's not P. Diddy.
Oh.
So last week, remember we talked about Full House. Hey, Andrew, put the Full House theme back up for me, would you please? So what did we mention last week regarding Full House?
Like Dave,
the illness of one of the dads.
Yeah, Dave Coulier has
cancer.
like colon cancer. Or
exactly.
Something.
So Dave Coulier was diagnosed with an aggressive form of cancer.
I don't know if it's colon cancer.
It was no, it wasn't. It was he has stage 3 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, is what he has.
I knew it was some kind of cancer.
And I believe the non-Hodgkin's is worse than the Hodgkin's. So in this case, you don't want the non. If you're going to have the Hodgkin, you want the regular Hodgkin, not the non-Hodgkin. Anyway.
I didn't know there. I thought it was always non. I wasn't aware of that.
I thought there was. Listen, I could be totally wrong, but I thought there were 2 versions. Anyway, so Dave Coulier was diagnosed, and he's in stage 3 right now. So we wish him the best. And remember, we talked about the fact that what the hell's going on with freaking Full House. I mean, we had Bob Saget that totally expired and dropped dead in a hotel room in Orlando. I mean, Bob Saget was a great guy, funny dude. He didn't deserve to die young.
All right, I don't know.
And now we've got Dave Coulier. The Olsen twins were in a fiery Tesla crash. No, I'm kidding.
By the way, you are correct, MJ. There is Hodgkin versus non-Hodgkin.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what's going on? Who's getting dragged now?
What, the good-looking one?
Who is? What's his name?
He was in...
John
come on.
John Stamos.
Yes, John Stamos. Listen to this. John Stamos is getting dragged. Why?
Because he doesn't have any killer disease?
No, well, you're close.
This is lived a charmed
Here we
life.
go. Hang on.
Whatever happened to predictability?
All right, so here's the deal. John Stamos is getting nailed because he's trying to show solidarity with Dave Coulier and his cancer diagnosis and his treatment.
Okay.
Listen to what he did.
What, he shave his head?
No, he didn't. He put on a bald skin cap instead of shaving his head. And people are saying, you half-assed cancer supporter. What is wrong with you? So John Stamos is being nailed and riddled and criticized, raked over the coals for just putting on a latex bald cap instead of actually shaving his head. And people are like, man, if you really cared, if you were really trying to show solidarity, you go all in and you shave your head. That's what people do. If you try to shave your head to show solidarity and support for somebody that's undergoing cancer treatment and they're undergoing chemotherapy, they lose their hair. You don't have a makeup artist put a bald skin cap wig on you. You shave your freaking hair. What a hat. So John Stamos is getting railed for this lame, half-assed attempt.
He's a good-looking guy, but you do realize his hair is a big part of that. He's got that nice hair.
Yeah, he knows. That's why he's faking it.
He's
Exactly.
faking it. He's a phony. And they even put up pictures of like some makeup artist putting on the skin cap and the,
At least he wasn't trying to be sneaky about it.
Was he being funny about it? Was it a joke? I mean, why would you even offer to do that?
What's funny? No, if you're going to show solidarity, you shave your head. You don't go half-assed. I mean, you got to make a commitment. You don't
Kind
put
of looks
on
like an alien with that.
I mean, I'm sure somewhere in the thinking it was, hey, this is going to be really funny because I have beautiful hair. I'll just wear a fake bald head. Of course, cancer humor doesn't play really well in general.
I agree, yes.
So, I mean, either you do it or you don't.
That's the point, and that's what people are saying.
But if he would never have done it, if he would have just had his beautiful hair and just hung out with his friend and said, hey, I support my friend, that would
have been better than
Right.
than not shaving your head and putting on a fake latex skin-colored bald head thing.
These guys were sitting there. You know, it'd be funny if you put on a fake head in solidarity. Yeah, it would be. And they do it and they put it out there and it backfires.
Well, but look at all that matters. It doesn't matter what everybody else thinks. It just matters what Greg, his buddy thinks.
Dave Coulier?
Dave. I called him Greg, but it's
Greg?
Dave.
Well,
I just called him Greg. Dave Coulier. All that matters is if he was cool with it. Who cares?
you tell that to People Magazine.
Hey, folks.
I'll tell him.
Before I move on to the next item, and Fester, I had no idea about this. Fester brought something to my attention. Fester brought something musical to my attention yesterday.
I saw it last night for the first time.
I have not seen this at all. I didn't know about this until you sent me this link. Folks, this is your hint. Oh, that's the hint. I'm going to explain what that is.
You know what that is?
Well,
Do you?
No, you don't.
Do you?
Yeah. Well, also, the cowbell is a little different sounding.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Andrew, put up the original. Yeah.
We need the OG cowbell.
Yeah, put the original up there for me as well.
So last night I'm watching Monday Night Football, right? And it was like Dallas and the other Texas team was playing. They're actually called the Texas team.
The Texans?
The Texans, yes. The Texans and the Cowboys are playing. And I'm watching the Manning cast,
Yeah.
which is much more interesting than watching the play-by-play.
Right.
And they go to commercial, and I'm like half paying attention, and I hear this, the cowbell, knock,
Yeah.
knock. So I look up, and I'm like, oh, my God, this is incredible. Then I look up the commercial, and it's unbelievable.
Hang on. So Fester's mind was blown, and then he sends me the link, and I'm like, oh, my God, this is fantastic. I love this.
This is
All right,
amazing.
hold on. We'll explain in a minute.
How's
Hey,
nobody ever thought of this?
Folks, if you want to win a new garage door opener, you're saying, wait a sec, now you're giving away garage door openers? Yeah, because this thing's like $1,000. Another one of MJ's favorite things. So Banco Overhead Doors is a big sponsor here on the MJ Morning Show. And Banco said, hey, MJ, you want to give away one of these state-of-the-art LiftMaster garage door openers that we had installed at your house? Because, I talk about the LiftMasters in the commercials that I do for Banco garage doors. And, yeah, we're giving away one. So this is nearly $1,000 garage door opener installed, and you could win it. It's the top of the line LiftMaster. It's got the video built in. It shows you who is entering and leaving your garage. It's all app driven. It connects to Wi-Fi. You can see, who's in your garage on your phone. If you ever have that fear, oh my God, honey, did I close the garage door? You're sitting on the ramp at the airport, getting ready to fly to like San Francisco for your honeymoon or something. Did I close the garage door? Look at the app. The app will tell you whether you closed the garage door, and if you left it open, you push the button on your app, and it closes your garage door. Anyway, this is the top of the line, the best that LiftMaster makes, and we're giving one away installed from Banco. All you have to do, this is very easy, send me an email and tell me why you must have this garage door opener installed by Banco. It can be a real story, or it could be a totally fake story. Just get our attention. The best story on why you need this new nearly $1,000 garage door opener installed by Banco, the best story wins. So we're taking emails all week, and then on Monday, we'll announce the winner. All right? So send me an email. Tell us why you want this Banco LiftMaster garage door from the MJ Morning Show. Why you want this garage door opener. Send the email to mj@mjmorningshow.com. That's mj@mjmorningshow.com. Listen, we give away cash, we give away computers and tablets and all kinds of stuff. And yes, I also give away rice makers and garage door openers. here on the MJ Morning Show. So, yeah, just send an email, mj@mjmorningshow.com, and why you must have this garage door opener. Real story, or it could be a totally faked up story. Just get our attention. The best story wins. mj@mjmorningshow.com. Send the email. All right. This noise right here. All right. So a lot of people know what that is, but that's not the original. And it's not even, it's a live version of Loverboy doing Friday. Actually, what is today? Tuesday. All right, so this is the real song. It's 5 o'clock. All right, so you know the deal. All right, so that's the real version.
Okay.
This is a parody, which is just fantastic. Which Fester found this last night and sends me this. Listen.
Everyone's busy in the middle of the week. Everyone's looking for a treat. Yeah. Everyone's hungry. It's getting out of hand.
Everyone's hungry. It's getting out of hand.
Good thing that weekdays are the new weekend. Yeah.
Good thing what? Weekdays are the new weekend? Is that? All right, listen.
Weekdays are the new weekend.
Listen.
Everybody's working for the weekday.
Everybody's working for the weekday, not the weekend.
Interesting.
All right. This is a new IHOP commercial.
I guess it's like the last couple of weeks or maybe a month it's been out.
I've never seen this. And what? This is to promote IHOP specials only during the week. Weekend, out of luck. Only these specials
Sure.
are only during the weekdays, Monday through Friday.
And they have a bunch of meals.
Everybody wants IHOP house faves.
IHOP faves.
Everyone
Okay.
wants IHOP faves.
A menu of faves for just $6.
What, just $6? Look at the IHOP house faves.
Monday through Friday.
Yeah,
From
it's
7 a.m. to 10 p.m. all day.
IHOP house faves, just $6 Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m.
What's the deal?
Get it all on Monday through Friday.
Get it Monday through Friday.
You want a piece of my toast? That's why we love you the most.
You want a piece of
That's a
my
good line.
toast? That's why we love you the most.
You want to be in the show? Come on, IHOP, let's go.
How long is this?
It's a minute long.
And you have to see the video. It's the IHOP syrup containers singing.
Oh, yeah.
The video is amazing.
That's even better.
Oh, yeah. The singer on stage is an IHOP syrup container, and the little syrup mouth that you do that little,
Yeah.
you push the little button to lift the lid.
Mm-hmm.
That's flapping and singing on stage.
So that's not how the commercial was on TV. It was just the IHOP house faves, and I heard the music in the background, and that's what perked my ears up. Then I found on YouTube IHOP house faves or IHOP working for the weekend, and it came up. I'm like, this is a whole song. We could,
Wow.
MJ, we could legit play this on Q105,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know that anybody would really notice.
I mean, it's not quite the quality that Loverboy brings, but I appreciate the lyrics.
Oh, I think it's hysterical. Friday. Yeah! It's 5 o'clock! on Wednesday!
Everyone's busy.
Today's Tuesday, by the way.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, no, I was just picking a day of the week.
Just so you know,
Yeah.
Friday, house faves $6 at your local IHOP.
Folks, this is not a paid commercial for IHOP.
That's a cool song.
It's just funny as hell.
Well, I want to know, are the weekdays the new weekend?
You know what? We ought to send IHOP a bill. That's what we ought to say.
You want a piece of my
And
toast?
I'll tell you what. Hey, Denny's, you want to know why you guys are kind of slacking? Pfft, Get
Yeah.
a song like that.
Yeah. I don't see
Right.
you
Right.
slacks over at Bob Evans coming up with any hip songs lately.
Yeah. All right. So 7:52 at the MJ Morning Show. I'm running just a few minutes late for my teased item. What was my teased item yesterday? My teased item was what's going on? Why are so many things busted and damaged? It's
Like in the studio? I mean,
Andrew, say that on the air, would you please?
Mercury retrograde.
I think I say retrograde, but why are so many things
Busted.
It's happening a lot.
Are we in it right now?
Are we in what?
Mercury retrograde? No, we're not.
No. It's not.
what are we talking about? Are you talking about things busted, like just things not working in society?
I'm about to explain. You put your pants back on there, big boy. All right,
They're in the other room.
here's the deal. Why are so many things busted, broken? This refers to why are so many packages showing up at people's houses that are damaged? It turns out that the amount of damaged goods and packages that are showing up at people's houses is skyrocketing. What is the reason? Why? Why is the rate of damaged shipped goods going up? Do you remember? What did I mention last week right here on the MJ Morning Show?
I have no idea.
Guys, you sat right across from me and you acknowledged you were part of the conversation.
That
That
doesn't
people
mean
just throw things at the door.
The minute I say this, you're going to say, "Oh yeah, I remember that."
That people sit on their boxes in the car so they're taller while they're driving.
I ordered a new turkey fryer.
Oh, that's right. And it was all dented.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, I
now
remember
you
that.
remember exactly.
How could we forget
So
that?
I'm upgrading the turkey fryer game for Thanksgiving next week.
you didn't position it like that. You say, "Do you remember what I said last week?" And that's like a pretty open-ended thing. Maybe you say, "Do you remember what I said about my turkey fryer?" I would have said, "Oh yeah, it came
Or-
indented."
or
They give
something.
you-
Do you remember something I got delivered?
Yeah, it was really a
So,
wide field.
I ordered a new Bayou Classic. I've had my old Bayou Classic, but I had the cheap one. I had the real thin aluminum pot, like a 30-quart pot, and you drop your turkey in. I mean, you use the coat hanger deal, and you drop it in. And listen, nothing beats a fried turkey. You just want to make sure you know how to do it. Watch some videos if you've never done it before. And once you get the hang of it, it's easy as cooking scrambled eggs on the stovetop. It's very, very simple. But nothing beats a fried turkey. 100% peanut oil. You don't skimp. You don't buy the cheaper oil or the blend, which it has some peanut oil. You got to go all the way. You got to buy 100% peanut oil. And if you're using 3-4 gallons, yeah, it's expensive. It's not cheap. I mean, you go to like Costco, Costco's got like a 4-gallon or something. Costco's got the best value. Walmart sells like the Luana brand, which I purchased many times. They've got like the 3 gallons or so, I think, for like $46 now.
Okay.
All right. So I bought a new turkey fryer because the other one was in the garage during the water incursion in my garage during Helene, during the storm surge. So listen, I've had that one for like 12, 14 years. And I decided to upgrade and get like the more expensive, the fully stainless version. Nice stainless pot. And the box shows up. The box for my turkey fryer shows up. And there's nothing wrong with the box. The box looks perfect. The box looks pristine. I open up the damn thing. I take the pot out. And it's like a car broadsided me after running a red light in an intersection. And it wasn't a little dent. I mean, this thing was bashed the F in. I'm like, what did this? And there's no damage on that. Michelle's like, well, that's odd. It's like, it's like,
Yeah.
it's like Ling smashed his coworker's head into the thing at the factory in China or something.
Just outside of Wuhan.
Yeah, right. The factory outside of Wuhan. It's like what did one of the workers get angry at one of his fellow Chinese buddies and took the pot and bashed it over his head. I mean, that's the kind of dent. I mean, I even showed a picture of the dent on MJTV last week. But just an example of crap is showing up busted, is showing up damaged. And I'm not making this up. The number of damaged packages that are arriving on doorsteps has gone up by a third in the last year. What the heck is going on? What has changed that the number of damaged packages that are being shipped has gone up that much?
So do you know the answer, or are we guessing?
I don't know. So this is equal to 85 million damaged packages in the last 12 months. So if you would like to visualize this, 85 million damaged packages would fill 45,000 Olympic-sized swimming pools. 45,000.
That's a lot of stuff.
85 million parcels are shipped and are showing up damaged. So what is going on? So 2,000 consumers were researched in like an ancillary study here. They found that of the 2,000 consumers that were surveyed, found they typically received 4 parcels with cosmetic or fundamental damage in 2024 compared to less in previous years. So what is going on? What is causing this? A third. Actually, it's 32%. So nearly a third who make online purchases and have the items delivered to their home are having damage. What is going on? I mean, this is unbelievable. Or I should say, nearly a third. That the rate of damage has soared by nearly a third.
Well,
just to clarify.
Let me tell you something that happened to me the other day. I received a FabFitFun box.
What?
And they're these boxes. They're
what
like it's called FabFitFun.
Okay.
And
Is it
they
a subscription thing?
It's a subscription thing.
Is
and
it
my mom
something-
got it for me
Oh,
for my
so
birthday.
so it was a gift.
It was a gift.
All right.
And so you get a box every quarter.
Is this like the kids get like a box of like little toys to play with?
Yeah, something like that.
Or
but
like
it's all,
or like your dog gets the subscription dog toys.
yeah, exactly.
All right.
So there it is, MJ. You can see it. It's got all these little like products and
Oh, it's
gifts
like
and stuff.
it's like beauty items.
Beauty items, health items.
Fab
Like-
Fit Fun
like
yeah.
lotions
There you
and
go. It's fun stuff too.
All right.
and Fab.
And so I get my box, and the box itself on the outside wasn't damaged, but like 3 of the 7 boxes inside were bent, or like they had been through some sort of mishap.
So that pallet fell before they stuffed it into the better looking box to ship it.
Maybe that's what happened. But are people just getting very lazy with their? Because sometimes I like to regift the gifts that I get from FabFitFun, and now I can't because they're in these dented boxes.
But what we don't understand is
Yeah.
why.
Yeah, why?
So the story that I saw, it doesn't say why. Why are all these packages, 85 million in the last year, showing up damaged at our doorsteps? What the hell has changed from 2023 to 2024? What is going on here? It just doesn't make sense. I mean, this is a scientific mystery. We need, I think, federal funding to the tune of tens of millions of dollars to figure this out.
I mean, are the packages just being chucked at the door, like
But
really violently?
What has changed from just months ago or last year to this year? That's the question.
This is a mystery.
All right. Anyway, 8:01 at the MJ Morning Show. Welcome, folks. Appreciate it. 8 o'clock hour is here. We're in the middle of an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ. So we start at about 7:25-ish every single day, and we go for an hour and 20 minutes. No one does this. No commercials, no music. It's just nonstop content to keep you entertained. Now, this is maybe a little uncomfortable for some people. I don't think it's terribly uncomfortable, but it has to do with... Or maybe more like...
Okay.
This is
Yeah, I
shocking.
mean-
This is shocking research, shocking
Oh,
data.
I think I saw a headline last week on this.
Oh, yeah. What
have you?
do you think it is? I've actually been sitting on this since last week.
Yeah, I think it has to do with comfortability in public.
Well,
in the workplace.
Stop talking in circles. Just
Yeah,
say,
I'm just giving you clues.
Just say what it is.
What it is.
If you think you know what it is, just blurt it out.
What it is
Yep.
is that people don't want to go number 2 while they're on the job.
Yeah,
Oh.
that is correct. So I gave Roxanne enough clues to to remember
Yeah.
the story.
The audio daily double did it for me.
Yeah.
The two clues you gave.
All right, this is really a situation that people would rather hold it than poop at work.
So,
Wait, what?
so my
What?
first wife was like that.
You didn't have a first wife.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
I currently still have her, but yeah, my first wife, Allison,
That's your one and only wife.
which makes her, by definition, my first wife.
You made it sound like Allison was your
No,
second
I
wife.
use literal words, but my first wife is not a
All right, all
public pooper.
All right, so
She will hold it no matter where. She will not go in public at all. I mean, work related. If we're at restaurants,
Hold on. You're at Disney with the family.
she'll wait. I mean, she'll wait to the hotel.
Oh.
I mean, a hotel. I mean, if you're staying somewhere, that's different. But if we're out and about in
Right.
town, if we're at the shops at Wiregrass, and she feels, the rumbling, she'd be like, "I'm waiting." She is an amazing waiter for that. I mean, I was like, unbelievable amounts of time I've seen her wait, and she goes, "I'll wait till I get home."
Believe it or not, there was a research project on this, and the number of people that will hold it all day.
Yeah, that's her.
People that say they've never done number two at the office or at work.
Ever.
It's astonishing. Get out of here. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Insane. But they hold it all day. Like a camel. I mean, I don't even know what to equate it to.
You know what? I don't know if a camel
I don't know.
holds
I just think
holds
I
their
don't know.
I don't know if they hold their poop until they get home.
I don't know, but just she. I mean, I
Yeah,
even
it's
said,
the camel's the bladder deal, right?
I'm like-
What do you think? It's stored up in the humps? Is
I'm like,
is that why
I
you said
don't know.
camel?
I don't know. But I even said to her before, I was like, "You sure you don't want to try now? I mean, we won't be home for a couple of hours." Nope, I'll be fine.
Is that not nuts? Is that not crazy?
No, it's not.
That's MJ.
Yes.
If you went to calls, I bet you'd find more than a couple of
Yeah.
NOPs.
You think I should go to the poop phones?
Do it.
NOPs is
Yeah,
non-office
this is
poopers.
very relatable.
I mean, there are people right now saying, "I'm not." If you don't go in the morning, you don't go till you get back home. The only place you feel comfortable going
All right.
is in the I mean, don't think this is such an outlier. I bet you this is a lot more common
it's-
than you give it credit for.
Yeah,
you
it's a
want-
personality thing. I've got one daughter who's that way and one daughter who's the opposite.
All right. So you want me to go to the NPLs, the no poop lines?
I mean, you poop eventually. I mean,
but not at work.
I just think you seem really surprised by this.
It's
Yeah.
it's 11 a.m. You know, you kind of have to go, but no, I'm going to hold it until I get home at 6.
Wait for that 5 o'clock whistle. No, listen, I mean, your response to this is one of surprise, and I'm just saying, I bet you it's
man.
a lot more common than you're giving it credit
I think
for.
so.
I might be wrong.
Well,
but
listen, case in point, folks, we do a lot of different things on this MJ Morning Show. So, all right, let's go to the no poop lines. 800, I don't know what kind of phones are going to get ramped up here. I can't wait till I go to line 2. All right, all right, 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. A ridiculous amount of people will not go number 2 at work.
wow. I mean, I bet you it's a lot. I bet you we have people in the office here.
All right, 800-990-1047. All right, I'll take a couple of calls. This is not going to be. It's not going to be a long segment here. All right.
Do you kick the can rather than sit on the can?
Nice.
800-990-1047. That's how you get in. 800.
Every phone line just exploded.
Yeah, like explosive. Yeah.
This might be a longer segment than you think. Oh my God.
Yeah, every line is ringing, and Andrew is screening calls right now. All right.
And line 2 just filled up.
Yep. Every line. 800-990-1047. So hit the phones and and let us know if you've got a problem with number 2 at work.
Nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Yay, Pepto-Bismol!
Nausea, heartburn,
All right,
indigestion,
thank you.
upset stomach, diarrhea.
Yay, Pepto-Bismol!
All right, let's grab Bridget is up first in Lutz. Bridget, welcome to the MJ Morning Show. This is certainly a different phone-in segment. Bridget, go ahead.
I'm MJ, longtime listener.
Yes.
Thank you so much for having me.
You bet.
So I work remote now, but when I was in the office, we had a gym downstairs. And so I would wait when it wasn't really busy at the gym and then go downstairs and poop in the gym bathroom and then go back upstairs to work.
So you didn't want to do it in proximity to the office.
No, I didn't want to have anything to do near my coworkers.
Okay.
That's right, yeah.
All right.
See,
So that was like a sneaky poop.
yeah, so there are
was.
toilets downstairs here in our building that are not at the Beasley level.
Yeah.
And they're downstairs. And I know there are people who are up here who go downstairs to do that. And then I wonder, well, that stinks because it's not like the attorneys downstairs can come upstairs to go in ours.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah. Bridget, thanks for the call. Every single line. Anthony in Tampa. Anthony, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, how you doing there, MJ?
Yes, sir.
So I'm one of them fellas, hey, I enjoy a good poop at work. Where else can I get paid to take a good poop? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm with you, Anthony.
I mean, really, I'm not one of those people that got to concentrate or nothing. That's the only downfall because I can do it quick.
Right, I got you. I don't need too much.
Yeah.
Too much information. Anthony, thank you for the call. All right, folks, this is going to be a quickie. This is going to be an in and out. All right.
Yes,
Every
boo,
line
boo.
is filling up as soon as somebody drops off.
They are. All right. So Andrew, let me just clear what we have here because I got to move on. Just a little flavor here, a little taste. All right.
This might be backfiring. It's all men.
First call was a woman.
Yeah, but look what we have. We'll see what we have.
No, there are two women. Chris and Jamie are women.
We'll find out.
Marcus in Tampa. Marcus, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hey, good morning, MJ and crew. Yeah, my company actually encourages that and facilitates with a comfortable environment.
What do they give you, a
Not only
potty?
do we have automatic air fresheners in the bathroom,
Oh,
but we have
good.
squatty potties
Squatty
as well.
potty, yeah, they give you a squatty potty.
You
How
guys
about
have the
that?
squatty potty at work?
Yeah, in every stall.
So your company encourages on-the-job number twos.
Yep, and if you've never tried a squatty potty, it'll change your life.
Thank you, Marcus. Appreciate it. You know what? We had one. Somebody gave us a gift and it disappeared. I think we once had a squat. I don't know what happened to the damn thing. All right, Jamie in Haines City. Jamie, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, Jamie. Go ahead.
I do not poop in public. I've been like that since I've been a child, and my mom is like that also.
Wow. So
Okay, so it's
you're
genetic.
Yeah, probably. Well, no, it's. I don't think it's genetic.
It's a
I think
learned trait.
It's learned behavior. So, Jamie, thanks for the call. I appreciate it. Daniel, Traverse City, Michigan. Hello, Daniel. You're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hey, MJ, been a long time listener. Just wanted to say, hey, boss makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I poop on company time.
Oh, that's good. You even
right.
have a jingle. Did you make that up on the toilet?
I've had adage for a long time, and it served me well.
Thank you, Daniel. Have a great. All right, two more. Chris and Brandon. Listen, it's a KRIS. It's going to be a female. Hi, Chris. Are you female?
I am a female.
Yep. See, told you faster.
I mean, Chris and
All right.
Jamie could have gone either way. All right, hey,
All right,
Chris.
go, Chris.
Yep. All right. So I do not poop, but there's a reason that people should not be taking a duty while they're at work, and that's because there's offices right next to you. So I wish people would not do it at all. Like, you need to...
Well, it depends on the proximity of your bathroom to offices, or if it's in the middle, and if the
Yeah,
walls
but
are.
I can't even... I put the fart fan on, I shut the bathroom door, I shut my office door. I'm telling you, it's bad. So people need to go ahead and just say that. Hold it, please. Just be polite.
Just
Or
hold it.
go downstairs or go somewhere else. Poop outside. I'm just kidding.
You just get to work. It's 9:30 in the morning. Chris wants you to hold it until you get home at 6:45. All right, thank you,
That's
Chris.
right.
All right, have a
Thanks,
great one.
guys.
Bye bye. All right, last call on this. My God, the phone's exploded. We're turning calls away. Ian in Apollo Beach. This is the last one. I got to move on. Ian, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Welcome.
Hey, yeah. Speaking of the last call, that's exactly it. My boss, we were out at CENTCOM at MacDill. He was a general equivalent, and right at the entrance of our open bay office area, he would come in every morning and light it up like it was death. We had hundreds of bathrooms in that building to go to, and he would do it right at the entryway bathroom. It was awful.
He would light it up. He would blow it up. Thank you, Ian. All right, man, look at that. Phone's
Incredible.
just out of control. All right, so it's a thing. There are a bunch of people that just don't want to go number 2 at the office.
There's our do's and don'ters.
Yeah.
Doers.
All right, so I was hunked at last night, and then Roxanne texted me, "Hey, did you hear a car hunk at you about 10 minutes ago?"
Yep, that's true.
I had numerous cars honk. It happens every day.
Oh, I bet.
So whenever I take that particular route.
Why do you say hunk?
What?
You say hunk. I got hunked
Yeah,
at.
say it again.
Say it again.
What's the...
honk, like when you honk the horn.
Okay, you're trying to soften it.
Come
It's-
on.
All right, so
You're putting us on.
All right, so it should be honk, right?
Honk.
All right.
Oh.
Honk the horn. All right. So when you honk
What
the
do you think
horn,
you're a hunk? I get honked at because I'm
so,
a hunk.
All right, I got honked at.
He's a hunk of something.
But there were multiple honks yesterday.
Okay.
And it happens when I'm on West Shore. So yesterday I did my 5-mile circuit. So I'm out, I'm doing my walk, and I'm wearing my weighted vest. I had somebody send me a direct message. So I did this kind of funny groin pull video, which if you haven't seen it, check my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. So our sister country station had their guitar pull. And I did a funny video. Well, I thought it was funny on Sunday because that's when their guitar pull was for what is it, like a whole bunch of like
Bunch of hillbilly acts chewing tobacco on stage. No, I'll tell you, it's a very, very unique, cool concert.
Right.
If you've never been to one, you've never been to a concert like this
our
before.
country sister station did the guitar pull on Sunday.
They have 5 country acts. They all sing their hit songs.
And I had a number of people say, "Hey, you going to the guitar pull?" And I wasn't going. But I shot a video of me out on my walk. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting ready to go to the guitar pull. And then this will be my first one. And then I fake a fall. And I'm like, I fall down on the grass in the neighborhood. I'm like, oh, my God, I just pulled my groin. And it was just a funny joke, the guitar pull. And now I've got a groin pull. And I can't make it to the guitar pull because I just had a groin pull. Anyway, the video is up on my Instagram at Certified MJ Radio. Certified MJ Radio, if you want to see my spectacular acting chops. But one of the comments that somebody left after watching the video is like, "You look like a douche wearing that weighted vest." Why?
Well, Doug did ask me. He was like, MJ has my vest on. That's the same vest I wear.
Oh.
Do I look like that? I go, yes, you look exactly like that.
Wait a minute. Doug has the same vest?
Yeah. He's like, I saw him because I say, oh, there's a guy wearing a vest. Like, that's MJ. Beep, beep, honk,
All right,
honk, honk.
So Dig Doug, Roxanne's husband, Dig Doug, was driving on West Shore yesterday. I guess it was about 5:15, 5:30. And on the route that I took yesterday, I was walking north on West Shore. And I had several honks. I also, every time I walk, I've got people yell out the window, "Hey, MJ!" I get that quite a bit. So, no one throws anything at me, but I get honks, and I get, people that are, yelling my name, or whatever. So Dig Dug, I guess, was driving by on West Shore in South Tampa.
Whatever honk you heard that was like annoying, that was his. I don't like it.
Doug. Yes.
Like he beeps at the kids when he pulls in the driveway if we're outside playing. He's like, beep, beep. And it's like a really like, like, so if that was his.
All right. So it happens all the time whenever, not in the neighborhood but when I'm on West Shore and like it's rush hour and there are, ridiculous amounts of traffic, I always get some honks. and I get some people that are like, "Hey, MJ, listen to the show, blah blah blah," whatever.
Yeah.
Slow down to yell at you.
Let me tell you the other thing.
I told him, I said, if you had your vest in the car, you could have pulled over and you could have been two guys wearing those vests looking like.
Neighbors would have thought the SWAT team in khakis were attacking.
All right, so here's the deal. And I've noticed this quite a bit. And yesterday was no exception. Probably 4 or 5. I'm trying to think of my stretch. When I get onto West Shore from the neighborhood, from the west side of West Shore, when I get on, and then I'll walk from just south of like Swan, a couple of blocks south of Swan Circle, and then up north toward Cleveland, just shy of Kennedy Boulevard, near West Shore and Kennedy, and then I'll hook a left on Cleveland. And from that stretch, when I'm walking rush hour, there is something that I notice every single time. Sometimes it's 1, sometimes it's 2. Yesterday, I think it was 3 or 4. Do you know what I notice?
What do you notice?
When I'm walking, it's traffic time. All the cars are heading south. There's a long line.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And there's something that I notice. It's every time.
You notice that people mistaking you for a homeless guy.
No.
Oh.
I notice something very specific. Let me give you a little hint.
You notice people doing cocaine on the side of the road.
No, but you're slightly warm.
What, like the smell of weed or something?
Exactly. That is exactly right. The amount of marijuana that I smell when I'm walking. I'm on the sidewalk. I'm walking, and cars are just going south right by me. And the amount of cars passing with the odoriferous smell of burning cannabis. The number of people that are smoking pot while driving home from work at 5:30, 6 o'clock, it's unbelievable. And yesterday, I think it was 4 cars, distinct smell, and they're driving by. A lot of times the windows are cracked, and there is no mistaking when that car rolls by, and they got it lit up in there, and they're baking it up good in the car. And there is no mistake in that smell when they drive by you with windows open or cracked. And it's the distinct smell of burning marijuana. They're smoking a joint. They're hitting a bowl, whatever the hell they're doing. But the point is, you got plenty of people that are stoned and smoking pot while they're driving, and I smell it virtually every time I take that route up West Shore.
Oh, I bet.
And yesterday was 3 or 4. So just an
MJ observation.
Making just a little bit of observational.
Using your senses, your
activity.
5 senses to explore the world around you.
Yep. You're a mean one, Miss Roxanne.
Oh, you have no idea. What?
You're a mean one, Miss Roxanne.
What'd you do? I wouldn't say that.
Well, listen, I'm not saying this unilaterally. In fact, Roxanne, she provided this information to me.
Oh, yeah, I did 2 days ago. That's right.
Yeah, a couple of days ago. Roxanne included this in an email, and that's why I'm singing. You're a mean one, Miss Roxanne.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I am.
Do you know why? You know what this is, right?
Yeah, I do.
So why don't you tell our listeners exactly why I'm singing, You're a mean one, Miss Roxanne.
My kids are 7 and 4, and I am putting off getting them an iPad for as long as I possibly can. And for example, I don't want to hold myself out as I'd never let my kids do screen time. Couldn't be further from the truth. They watch plenty of television and they grab my phone plenty of times. But when we're in the car, it's let's talk, let's sing songs, let's look out the window, let's read books. There's no iPads. When we're at dinner, same thing. So I still have not purchased an iPad for my 7-year-old. And all of her friends. I remember I used to do this to my mom when I was like, but Mom, all my friends are
have
allowed
it.
to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
And you just browbeat your parent. And what I just want to say is this is how our family rolls. This is what we're doing. We're not worried about what everybody else is doing. But it's becoming an issue. And she actually said something to me the other day when I was like, all right, I guess she's ready. should I do this? But I'm still not sold on it. I'm still not sold on it. She doesn't have an iPad, and all of her friends, I mean all of them, have iPads. And in school on Friday they have Fun Fridays, and this is like going on two plus years now, where all of her friends bring cool electronic toys to work. And she goes yesterday or 2 days ago, she goes, Mom, it's embarrassing. Everybody has iPads to play with, and all I have is pencils.
So are you about to cave?
I don't know if
Is it going to be an iPad Christmas for your 7-year-old daughter?
I am still not entirely sold on it, but I know we're getting to that age where it's unavoidable. You know what you do? Tell me.
You go to the Salvation Army and you buy like a Gen 2 iPad. from like 2009.
Well,
who knows what's on that? What kind of viruses?
She's already using the screen time at home.
Yeah,
she's stealing your phone. I mean, if you have something and you put limits on it, it's not hers to have and hold. It's your iPad that you're letting her use.
Yeah. Let me point something out. The parents that just use the iPad or the electronic device as like a babysitter.
Oh, hey, I've done that. I mean, my kids have a painting app on the phone.
Yeah, I think
it's like I've got to do a Zoom call. Like, Daviana, here, paint. Go. I've done it. You do it, but you just try not to do it all the time for extended periods of time.
I think there's a downside because you don't have as much interaction with your kid.
Yeah.
So many parents rely on technology as the babysitter, and it's like, just, hey, kid, get out of my hair. Go play with this.
Yeah, but then I have interaction with my kid, and I realize how miserable they are. I'm like, oh, my God. Well, please just watch YouTube Reels.
Also, if you talk to any educator, and there's research to back this up, that kids don't learn as well with electronic devices. People, even taking like electronic notes, or like, so if you're scribbling on an iPad or if you're on a computer and let's say you're typing in notes, you do not learn or retain information as well as a pen or pencil and writing it down in a traditional notebook.
You're so right.
You just don't retain the information. It's not embedded in your memory, in your brain as well, if you use electronic means.
Yeah, for sure. And I think the other thing too, MJ, is I just feel like it's going to be almost all of a sudden my baby has an iPad. Like, she's getting older.
Also, didn't they link like some ADHD to like iPads and all the electronics, right?
Probably.
Whatever.
I mean, there's some, if you can get the right books and games and this and that, it's beneficial. But like you said, nothing beats pen and paper. And I think but I am getting to that point. If she's really good, I said, maybe if you're really, really, really good, maybe Santa will,
that guy.
Yeah, maybe something will happen there. But
kids are getting older. I mean, this is what the norm is.
Another thing too, proven their eyes are worse. Kids' eyes are worse nowadays because they're staring at the screens close up. And then you ever see just like a pack of little kids with all their heads stuck together, staring at an iPad, and their necks are all
and
crooked,
guess what? They're not interacting. You'll have kids all next to each other, and they're all on iPads, all on electronics, and they're not interacting. They're not exhibiting any social skills. And I think it causes more introversion as well.
Yeah,
to be quite honest,
they can't read facial expressions and stuff.
All right, when you think of pickleball, which there's the whole pickleball craze, which has been just exploding over the last number of years. When you think of pickleball, do you think of a peaceful, fun sport, or do you think of something violent like MMA or something? Oh, MMA pickleball. That's the next phase.
What do? Put him in the octagon and give him paddles?
All right, listen, here's the deal. I saw this headline. I'm like, oh, my God. Pickleball player violently kicks opponent in the face. The video is insane.
I mean, here's the thing. I mean, for a lot of, I'm not a pickler. I'm not a picklehead. What do they call the people who play pickleball? Pickleballers?
A pickleballer.
Okay, so I'm not a pickleballer.
You're not a baller?
Not a pickleballer.
Yeah, I got you.
But it's very competitive, and some people take this really seriously. And I can understand how in a competitive environment, there's a fight that erupts.
Hey, TMZ's got the video. Just go to Google and type in TMZ pickleball kick in face.
I want to see that. And I also want to know, why is it called pickleball? Why the word pickle? Because I think of a pickle, I think of a different shape.
Because the guy that invented it, they did not have a ball. And they had a jar of Clausen pickles, and they first played with a pickle. and that's why it's called pickleball.
I think I read a story that it was like named after the founder's dog. Just come up with a cute name for it. What kind of ball? We'll call it pickleball.
You got to hear this.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Yeah. How does a pickleball player get so freaking upset with his opponent that he viciously kicks the guy right in the face?
These are some younger guys. I'm looking at the video.
Do you look at this thing? Look at this video. It is outrageous. Look at, oh my God. And the guy, the whole pickleball net collapses. Oh my.
Oh.
This is violent.
Wait, that happened so fast. The guy in the red shorts?
So they're playing.
They're playing.
And the guy in the green shirt gets one past the guy. He bends over, reaches on the other side. I guess the game's over.
Right.
And he smacks.
He
smacks the paddle out of the opponent's hand,
and he leans down to pick up the paddle, and the other opponent on the close side of the net kicks the guy in the face.
Oh my gosh!
As he's leaning over the net. I mean, it's a horrific video, and it's like, oh my God!
Good game.
And then is there audio on this?
All
right. Roll it back. Roll it back. Here we go.
I don't know what the audio looks like.
All right, here we go. Oh my! You can hear the kick. I mean, literally drop kicks the guy in the face.
So during the handshake, the guy who gets kicked, the kickee, knocks the paddle out of the guy's hand accidentally, and the guy goes, "Oh, you knocked my paddle down!" So he goes down to pick it up and bends over the fence, and the guy drop kicks him right in his nose.
Oh my God, that's a battery.
Yes.
All right. So according to the Kitchen Pickleball, is that a website for pickleballers? The incident happened at a tournament just after the final point of the afternoon was scored. In the footage, you'll see that as all four players on the court met to shake hands at the end of the match, one of the men knocked his opponent's paddle out of his hand. What happened next was incredible. The guy appeared so upset over the act, he booted the guy's jaw, just sends this guy reeling. My God. Anyway, if you want to see the video, we made it easy. It is on our website. Go to mjmorningshow.com. That's mjmorningshow.com. And click on As Heard on the MJ Morning Show. So it's right near the top row. Look for As Heard on the MJ Morning Show and the link to the pickleball attack. I mean, this is violent.
I mean, that's a little uncalled for.
We've got the video up right now, mjmorningshow.com, and then As Heard on the MJ Morning Show. That is absolutely insane. Let me tell you what else is insane.
What?
About 20% of Americans regularly get their news from influencers on social media. See, this is why there's so much misinformation. Listen, I don't want to embarrass anybody.
Yeah, let me get my news from CNN or Fox News or MSNBC.
Hold on a minute. Listen, I don't want to embarrass anybody and call out names, but there are some people I know that will tell me something that's just blatantly wrong or blatantly false. Or in many cases, I've heard this and I know that it's like misinformation and it's garbage and spew that's coming out of social media or, some stupid TikTok schmuck thing or some Instagram reel. And I have to tell people, no, that's not correct. Hey, did you hear about this? And a lot of times I have to tell people that that's not true. It's not accurate. That is just misinformation. And there are some people that I know, and I don't want to call out anyone specifically, but there's some people.
Call them out.
There's some people I know very well that.
Is it that one neighbor?
I'm not mentioning.
Did you hear about this?
Listen, Fester, just. I'm just saying that there are some, and it's kind of delicate. It's like you got to tell them, nope, you're wrong. No, it's like, hey, I saw this is, and I've got to tell them, no, that's not true. That's not accurate. Hey, where'd you get this? Oh, I was watching Instagram. I was watching a TikTok video. It's not true. So you got to be careful. And I saw this. This is alarming. About 1 in 5 Americans, and it's equally spread among like the political party leanings. So it's like an equal number of people that identify as Republicans or Democrats. So there's not like a lopsided number of any particular political leaning. It's pretty equal that 20% get their news from social media influencers, and a lot of it is just garbage and conspiracy laden, and it's disturbing.
Ugh.
You
Yeah,
know,
I think people, I mean, I know a lot of people like that too. Like they'll spout something off like it's totally fact. And then it's like, oh, I saw it as a meme.
So where did you get that information?
It was a meme.
Yeah. Some joker on YouTube or, whatever it is. So you just got to be very careful. Hey, speaking of careful, and I had this conversation with Michelle because Michelle saw the same story. I saw the story. She saw it independently of me, and we kind of met for a little confab in the kitchen. Have you seen the story going around about get rid of all of your black plastic cooking utensils?
No, fill me in.
You don't know about this?
No.
Yeah, this is
like they're made of like recycled something. Like
well,
tires or
it's
something?
the chemical. It's the chemical used in a lot of the black plastic. So you've got the spatulas. Yeah, I'm not talking about the rubber the silicone stuff.
I can picture a whole slew of them I have at my house.
Yeah, I'm talking about the hard black plastic kitchen utensils. And a new study is saying, get rid of them. Don't use them.
I've got all those.
Leaching. Leaching. So
they wash up so easily.
A new study, which was recently published in the journal Chemisphere, CHEMOSPHERE, that they tested over 200 products, 203 to be exact, that were made of the hard black plastic. We're talking like soup ladles. I mean, you've seen those kits. You get the whole kit of all those black plastic kitchen utensils. And they tested them, and they found that 85% of them contain high concentrations of flame retardant. Spatulas, tongs, ladles. And these toxic chemicals can leak or steep into your food. And then when these black plastic utensils come in contact with heat, it causes the leaching of the bad chemical compounds to increase.
I just thought to myself, well, I'm just going to go out to dinner all the time now. I'm just going to eat out all the time rather than use my utensils. But how do I know they're not using them?
They're making all the food with black plastic.
Let me tell you the other thing, that when you get those plastic takeout containers.
Oh, I've seen those.
And, well, they're ubiquitous. They're everywhere.
Well, the black ones with the clear lid?
Yeah, with the clear lid.
The black plastic containers with the clear lid do not reheat your food in those black plastic containers.
See, of course not. Never.
But people do it all the time. They're not putting it on the stove, obviously, but people are taking the black plastic containers and they're putting them in the microwave.
Well, you know what I'm going to start doing? I'm going to start asking.
Or I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
The microwave.
Microwave. I have a
microwave.
I have a microwave story.
Yes.
Let me tell you in a moment. But I'm going to start asking for my to-go food. Oh, do you need a to-go box with that? I'll just, if you can bring me some napkins, I'll wrap my food up. Thank you.
I'm just going to put it in my hand. I'm going to carry it out in my hand. I'm just going to this leftover lasagna. I'm just going to carry it out in my hand.
That's funny. Okay, so over the weekend, I had a friend staying with us, and so I'm cooking, something for myself. Actually, it wasn't even for my family; it was for me, and I had to put it in the microwave. And she's like, you know that when you put food in the microwave, it cooks all the nutrients out. And I thought to myself, you know what sucks? How come we can't put food in the microwave and it cooks all like the sugar out, or cooks all the half the calories out, or cooks like some of the bad stuff out? Why is it that it's got to cook the nutrients out of it? How is a microwave so specific that it's cooking the good stuff out?
Why don't you tell that moocher to get out of your house?
Yeah,
that's what you do. I mean, listen, I'm not trying to go down some rabbit hole of why can't we make microwaves into magic devices. You tell that moocher, get the bleep out. Pack your spit and go.
The thing that wouldn't leave. But also, I think that might be a little bit of a fallacy.
I know. I don't know if it's true or not.
I do not think that's accurate that microwaves cook the nutrients out.
The microwave PR company certainly says it's
I think
not.
you must have picked that up from some social media influencer.
I mean,
well, no, I picked it up from the woman in my house telling me that.
Well,
who saw it on TikTok?
Yeah.
Probably. Listen,
I don't think it's accurate. I don't think microwaves cook your nutrients
The
out.
last time I bought a bag of bird's eye vegetables, right, and it says in the microwavable bag to heat them up, I didn't see a big thing. Now with no nutrients.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, but
it's not a thing.
But hey.
These chemicals.
I just Googled it, and it does not destroy nutrients,
Yeah.
according to the Googles.
Yeah. According to Whirlpool microwave ovens. All right. So, these chemicals, like these flame retardants, have been shown to cause cancer. They can cause reproductive issues, brain development, can damage the endocrine system and your brain. And cooking with any type of plastic is questionable, according to the experts. So it is recommended that you use metal.
Metal.
Use metal kitchen utensils. So
Or a nice piece of tree bark.
That too, exactly.
Yeah. Good as in the wood.
You know what? Fashion your own kitchen utensils out of. Listen, wood is seriously.
Whittle them.
So we have everything at the house. We've got black plastic, we have stainless steel, and we have wood. Oh, and we also have the silicone. I believe, like the rubber, like the spatulas or the scrapers.
Yeah.
The scrapers are made out of that flexible rubbery silicone. That stuff is okay. It's the black plastic stuff that you want to avoid. Researchers detected Deca BDE in black plastic kitchen utensils. It's a hazardous synthetic chemical that has been banned, but it's used to make, I guess, electronic casings. It was banned in 2021. So it still is making its way into homes via recycled plastic, though. And I guess maybe older kitchen utensils. Anyway, one of the other issues, and a buddy of mine who's in the insurance business, a buddy of mine just texted me about PFAS. And then what's the other one? What's the B, bisphenol,
biethanol.
I
know what you're talking about.
A lot, some of the plastic water containers, and you'll see, BPA free.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the acronym is BPA, biphenyl, whatever the actual chemical name is. You'll see, this doesn't contain BPA. So you've got a whole series of these plastics, whether it's the black utensils and the flame retardant, whether it's the BPA.
How can we build our bodies to repel this stuff?
I mean, evolution, eventually we will, but many, 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 many centuries of us will die.
All right, so my buddy is in the insurance business, and he just literally texted me about PFAS. PFAS is the chemical in non-stick older pans as well. And it's an exclusion on all insurance policies for businesses.
Huh?
Wow. So I'm assuming that any liability or anyone that claims that they've been poisoned by PFAS or, from nonstick older pans, that's not going to be covered by insurance or any claim.
I mean, if you're poisoned by P. Diddy, there should be a claim. If you're poisoned by PFAS, there should be a claim.
Yeah, if you're poisoned by P. Diddy's lube and baby oil. So, listen, the latest now, folks, the black plastic cooking utensils, throw them away. They're going to kill you. They're going to murder you.
You know what? Next week, there'll be another story about black plastic utensils being healthy for you.
PFAS. PFAS.
What's good for you? What is
nothing?
Nothing is good for you, right?
No.
What about stretching and laughter? I feel like those two things are good for you.
Yeah.
Those are the things I always think. Every time I do either of those things, I'm like, why don't I do that? Go to a comedy show or go to a yoga class. I'm like, I should do this more often.
Try laughing at the wrong person. See how that works out.
Did you see we'll all get a chance to lick Betty White?
Oh.
How?
Well, maybe not, because it's probably going to be pressure sensitive. But when you think of a stamp, you think of licking the stamp.
Yeah, they don't have too many non-adhesive stamps anymore.
Yeah, you don't. Like the U.S. Postal Service, most all stamps are pressure sensitive. They're just the sticky backing. So I guess you really don't get a chance to lick Betty White. But it's been announced that the U.S. Postal Service will memorialize Betty White, died almost 3 years ago. Do you realize that coming this December, remember Betty White died at 99, just shy of 100? Remember People magazine jinxed her butt?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was rude.
People magazine killed Betty White because in December of, what was that, 2021?
Yeah.
I think it was December of 2021, People magazine puts out a front cover, Betty White, happy 100th birthday, and she dies at 99. She died like just shy of 100. So you had People magazine put the big old whammy on Betty White. Well, anyway, almost 3 years ago, Betty White died at 99, and she will be honored with a first-class forever stamp from the U.S. Postal Service, and it's going to launch sometime next year in 2025.
That's a good-looking stamp.
Yep.
Betty looks great. The rest of the Golden Girls were ignored, though, huh?
Are any of the Golden Girls still alive?
No, they're all dead.
Sure, they
Really?
all are? Rue
McClanahan?
is she dead?
Yeah.
No, she's still alive.
Okay.
None of them are still alive.
I think I saw her in an AARP commercial recently.
You saw her. No, she died.
Oh, no,
in
she died. Oh,
2010.
she died 14 years ago. All right, so Estelle Getty,
Right?
B. Arthur, she's still alive.
No,
she's not. They're all, so all of the Golden Girls are all not enjoying their golden years anymore, are they?
I mean, they lived old age. I mean, one died in 08, the other one died in 09.
Yeah, they're all.
And then
Serious?
Yeah.
by who? B. Arthur?
Well, Andrew won't say it on the air, but Andrew said in my ear first, Betty White was a bitch. Really?
That's what I've heard.
Oh, wow.
I thought B. Arthur was the source of the drama.
Wow. I don't know what it is with sitcom stuff today. We got John Stamos getting a lot of heat for not shaving his head to show solidarity with Dave Coulier in his cancer battle. And John Stamos, we talked about this earlier, he put on a skin wig or, put on one of those latex bald wigs instead of actually shaving his hair. That's half-assed, and that's sucky.
In John's defense, he's the one that put it on his Instagram. He's the one making a joke about it.
Yeah, and he didn't try to hide it. It's
But
not like the uncovering of it. He's not really.
He's getting rolled and trolled. All right, listen, I'm not revisiting. I'm just mentioning, for whatever reason, a lot of old sitcom stuff today. So Full House with that story. Then, of course, the Betty White stamp. And have you heard about this?
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page.
Yeah.
And love and tradition of the grand design. Some people say it's even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic clue.
What sitcom was this? Come on.
Yeah, I know which one.
Family Matters.
What was it?
Family Matters.
That is correct. Family Matters. Now, I'm aware of the theme song. I'm aware of the show. I'm aware of the big star of the show, Jaleel White, who played Urkel. I never watched the show. I mean, in fact, I've got a list, which this might be a good tie-in. I have a list of like best sitcoms.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I like that list.
Which popped up a couple of days ago, and I've had it in the pile. It might be a good time to talk about it, but you're gonna love this. And I don't know what, which is a lot of sitcom stuff today. Did you hear what Jaleel White had to do? So Jaleel White, because that show was on for almost a decade. So Family Matters started in 1989 with Urkel as a younger boy, and then it went to 1998.
It follows him into manhood.
Right, to the point where in the later years it was just kind of uncomfortable. He's got a mustache and everything going on.
Yeah.
Anyway.
He's got tattoos.
Did you hear what happened? So this is now being discussed that Jaleel White, who played Urkel, he recently revealed that as he grew older, he had to get rid of his tight, high water, waist high jeans.
Oh, God.
Because
Little Urkel?
His bulge was getting too big. So they had to put him in looser pants.
I mean, that's the reality of having a 24-year-old play Urkel.
Okay, humble bragger.
I mean,
I don't know
they're dressing him up like a kid. And he's a grown man.
Yeah. So he recalled that executives told him that he had to ditch the high-waisted tight jeans with suspenders after season 8 when he started to outgrow the geeky character because he was in his 20s. And his bulge was too distracting. Oh, man.
You know, toward the later seasons, I forget the name of the character, but they had like Urkel's cousin, and it was like Jaleel White coming out being all cool.
Oh,
oh, was it really? That's funny.
The Winslow daughter had a crush on him.
All right, so these 7 sitcoms are being called perfect.
Perfect sitcoms.
Fester, is that your chair gasping and squeaking?
My chair is on its last leg.
Yeah.
It's been on the last leg for like a month.
Although this whole radio station's on its last leg.
All right, I will tell you right now, I will call crap on this list if I Love Lucy is on the list anywhere, because that's BS.
All right, the 7 sitcoms declared perfect, 10 out of 10 by viewers.
And we should all say agree or disagree.
So this is a Reddit poll.
We should, yeah.
So no, seriously, exactly. And I'm going to tell you whether I agree or disagree. And guess what? There's some stuff on here that I never even watched, that I was aware of, but for whatever reason, you know when, and sometimes you're right and a lot of times you're wrong. Like, for instance, sometimes you get a preconceived notion about a TV series or a movie, and it's like, I don't want to see that. It's like, you just kind of get it in your head that it's just not going to be something that interests you. And I'll be honest, I've been wrong many times, whether it's a series, more often with movies that I just didn't want to see, that it just didn't really, like, float my boat.
But then you finally saw them?
And then I saw it, I'm like, oh, my God, that was fantastic. Why did I not want to see that? I mean, that's happened. Michelle could probably fill in the blanks.
And then you're the moron walking around the office like, have you guys seen Jurassic Park?
No.
It was so good.
All right, so here's the deal. Reddit, which has threads about everything. There was a survey on Reddit, and it just it ended up compiling this list of, like, score-wise, what sitcoms people thought were the best. I mean, like, perfect scores, 10 out of 10. And from this comes these 7 sitcoms. Number 1, and again, this is not in the order of, like, this is the number 1. It's
okay,
because all these are considered perfect sitcoms.
All right.
All of them are, like, on the same level, according to the Reddit users. They're all like a 10 out of 10. The first one is Frankie Muniz.
What, Malcolm in the Middle?
Yep. So
I don't like it.
is that what you were trying to do?
Yeah. I don't like it. I'm not a Malcolm in the Middle fan. I've never even watched it, so maybe I shouldn't say that. But I just don't. I don't believe in watching a meth dealer be someone's cutesy wootsy
Hold
dad.
on. Wait a sec. He was Malcolm in the Middle's dad before he was the meth.
I don't care.
Before he was.
He's an actor, you know.
He's Walter White to me.
Before
that disguise as Malcolm's dad, I'm not falling for it.
Before he was Walter White, he was Malcolm's dad. Okay. And that's when I first met Bryan Cranston.
He came into the studio during the peak time.
No. He didn't come to our studio. I was at Fox 13. I was invited. Where was I?
He came to the FLZ studio.
Oh, was he there as well?
Yeah, I got to meet him. And
you know what?
That was like 2000 when reality TV.
Yeah.
And he said something about reality TV that I never forgot.
What?
We're talking about, because Survivor was big. And we're talking about last night on Survivor. And we said, hey, don't you like Survivor? And he goes, no, I never watch it. And he goes, why? He goes, reality TV puts working actors out of work. And I was like, wow, I never thought of it like that. But all these reality TVs.
You're right. He did come to the studio as well.
Through Fox 13.
Right.
But he did a couple of things.
You're right. So we did have, but I appeared on Fox 13 with him when they used to have the noon show with, like, Kathy Fountain. And I was invited to participate in, I think it was like Academy Award picks for like 2000. And, like, what did you think was going to be Best Picture and Best Actor and Actress? And there was a little panel they assembled. So Bryan Cranston was in Tampa doing a Fox Road show to promote Malcolm in the Middle. And then it was Eric Deggans, who used to be the media critic for the St. Pete Times.
Now with NPR.
Right. And then myself. So it was 3 of us. And we sat on the panel on the Fox 13 set as we were talking about the Oscar nominees and who we thought were going to win. And that's when I first met Bryan Cranston, when he was just launching Malcolm in the Middle. And he was a nice guy back then. I hear he is still a very nice guy. I think he's just, I mean, Breaking Bad is just one of the best television series of all time, hands down.
What other sitcoms are on this
All right,
list?
so thank you for speeding me up because we're about to run out of time in this segment.
Let's go. Chop, chop.
Veep.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Veep
yes.
is hysterical.
It's hysterical.
Yep.
Tony Hale is in Veep. He's one of my favorite comedic actors. He's also in another comedy that isn't on this list that should be.
Veep is incredible. Veep is HBO series. Then it's Third Rock from the Sun.
I always get that mixed up with 30 Rock.
No, it's not even close. All right, Third Rock from the Sun, I never saw one episode of that.
Me neither.
It just didn't interest me. And it was a huge show. I'm not saying it was bad. Clearly, it's a 10 out of 10. Viewers love Third Rock from the Sun. And, Joseph, I guess the most, John Lithgow was on that.
John Lithgow was on it?
He's fantastic. Man, remember he played the serial killer in Dexter? That was.
He played a lot of roles.
Oh, he's
pretty successful
dude,
guy.
He was in Harry and the Hendersons with the giant ape in the car. All right. Also, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, he came out of that show, and he's had a lot of success. So Third Rock from the Sun, declared perfect sitcom, 10 out of 10.
Okay.
I never saw it. Schitt's Creek.
Good one. Good one.
You know what? I ebbed and flowed on that. I'm like,
okay.
Sometimes, oh my God, that's hysterical. Then other times it's like, it's just, so for me, Schitt's Creek was not.
It wasn't a smooth creek.
It wasn't consistent.
Right.
Is what I'm saying.
Okay, I can see that.
The next one is the IT Crowd.
Never heard of it.
It's, I guess it's some UK series. The next one is The Good Place.
With Ted Danson and Kristen.
Yeah. So
I've heard good things about this. I want to see this.
Kristen Bell.
Mm-hmm.
So the Good Place is on the list, 10 out of 10. And then the final one is 30 Rock, which is what you said. And 30 Rock was, I saw plenty of episodes of 30 Rock. Why is The Office not on here?
Where is The Office?
Yeah.
Where is Seinfeld?
Yeah.
Where is Parks and Rec?
Yeah.
Where is Arrested Development?
Yeah.
This list is horse crap.
Anyway, 8:54 at the MJ Morning Show. I'm running late. I'm overtime. We've given you much more than an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ. We do it every morning at 7:25. Hey, if you want to win a garage door opener, a state-of-the-art, top-of-the-line LiftMaster from Banco Overhead Doors, I'm going to tell you how to enter to win this prize, which is close to $1,000 installed by Banco. And I'll tell you next on how you enter to win this garage door opener for your house. And this is an awesome. LiftMaster and Banco put these in my house so I could talk about them in the commercials, and it's fantastic. So very easy to enter and win, and we'll give this away on Monday. But you got to enter all this week, and I'll tell you how to do it, and I'll do it next. And we're loaded. I got tons of content in the final hour next here on the MJ Morning Show. 9:05 at the MJ Morning Show. So I said I'll give you the details here quickly on the garage door contest. Listen, you've come to expect the unorthodox from the MJ Morning Show. I mean, who else can make giving away amazing Zoji Rushi Japanese rice makers interesting? Right here, baby. And listen, one of my favorite things. And do you realize that the pickup rate on those rice, every time we've done it like 2 years in a row now, every single one is picked up. When you give away like 5 prizes, usually there's like one.
Yeah, 1 or 2 usually linger around.
That the person doesn't pay. Every time these rice makers, these rice cookers are picked up. All right. And the latest item that we're giving away that's a little bit unconventional, but that's what we do around here. We do cash. We do computers, iPads. We give all kind. We gave away a car. Remember the return of the MJ Morning Show? We gave away a Kia Soul. You know, we've done a lot of stuff. Some things are like more of what you'd consider conventional radio prizes. And then I love doing stuff that's just a little bit unconventional. And the rice makers are one, and people love that. And now we're giving away a garage door opener. And this is not any garage door opener, folks. This is the 87504-267 from LiftMaster. And let me tell you right now, Banco's not messing around. This is the top of the line.
They're not messing around.
Yeah, they're not messing around. So if you would like, this is nearly $1,000. It's like 900 and something. So nearly $1,000 installed. And this is the top of the line. It's the best that LiftMaster makes. It's got the 360 light ring. It's got the video camera. It takes video of who's coming and going. You look at your app. You can control the whole garage door opener from your app. If you go to work and you're like, oh, man, did I close the garage door? Well, just look at your app. It'll tell you whether it's open or closed. And if you left it open, just push the button and close it. It's Wi-Fi connected. This thing's amazing. And we're giving one away. It's simple. Just send an email on why you need this garage door opener. Send me an email. That's how you enter. Send me an email to mj@mjmorningshow.com. And you say, I need this garage door opener from Banco and LiftMaster because you can tell me a real story why you need it, or you can just make something up. I mean, you can pull something out of your butt. And it's just the most entertaining or the most... whatever story I think is best is going to win. Can be a real story or like just a totally faked up story. All you got to do is send an email, and somebody's going to win on Monday. So we're taking entries all week long, and then on Monday morning, we'll announce the winner for this LiftMaster top-of-the-line, state-of-the-art garage door opener installed by Banco overhead doors. Of course, you can bank on Banco. So send your entry to mj@mjmorningshow.com. Hey, did you see this Coca-Cola commercial? This is getting a lot of buzz. There's a Coke commercial that's AI generated, and it is creeping people the bleep out.
What is it of? What's in the commercial?
Oh, go ahead. I planned on having you ask the question and then bring up the video on your screen. I want to kind of get I didn't want you to like see it ahead of time, and I wasn't sure if you'd heard about this. But, man, there is a ton of backlash, like a ton of bricks, coming at Coca-Cola. It's an AI-generated Christmas commercial, and people are calling it this creepy mess. People are calling it dystopian.
Is that the home one, like the welcome home one? Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, but the people, they're all AI-generated. The people are not real. All right, so bring up, when this thing plays, go ahead and play it on YouTube. And there might be here we go. All right, listen. This is it. So there's an elk, there's a polar bear, the famous polar bear. Then you got these Coca-Cola trucks with Christmas lights on them. Okay. All right, so there's the dog AI generated. The whole thing is like computer AI generated, but what's really creeping people out are the people. And the people are not real. These people do not exist.
Why? Yeah. Oh, is it a different commercial?
That was the wrong one.
This is this was the first one that came up on the Coca-Cola feed. This is the Holiday Road one. Is that the one you're talking about?
The holidays are coming.
Okay.
Well, actually, the holidays are coming. That was the original name for like a famous Coke spot from 1995. And this one borrows elements, I guess, from the original. And the issue is, and there's a disclaimer on the commercial. There's a little fine print on the screen that says created by Real Magic AI.
Okay, that's interesting because I was talking with someone yesterday and we were like, he was saying, when you see this AI on social media, on Instagram, for instance, you see like it's an AI generated human talking, delivering a message. Do you believe it? I mean, it's getting so real. And my question was, do they have to disclose? Like, do you have to disclose if it's on IG or if it's in a commercial that something is AI generated?
You know
or
what?
do you say
when you post on Instagram, for instance, there is like a little a button you can push to show that it was generated by AI, but I think that's user optional.
All right, so Coca-Cola has 2 commercials that are out right now.
Right. You want the one with the people. So,
okay.
Yeah, festive. Because at the end, you got the people like gathered around at like some holiday celebration, and all the people are phony. They don't exist. These people that you think are real are totally AI, phonied up good. They don't exist. They're not walking around and breathing on planet Earth. And people are saying that it is creepy, and Coke is getting a bunch of backlash. It's like, hey, why don't you pay some real actors? You know, this is problematic. See, this is one of the things that the Hollywood actors fought. Remember the Hollywood strike? This is one of the things they fought for, is the concern that AI is going to replace actors. And that's a big problem.
And DJs?
Well, that's happening as we speak.
Yeah.
AI is replacing DJs. You know, there's going to be a time soon where maybe the only thing that exists that's real are the morning shows. Mm-hmm. Because I challenge you, you can't do what we do with AI. Now, you can take like a regular DJ, and they're going to refine it to the point where, you're playing 14 songs an hour, and you got the DJs, talking up, some song and saying, hey, here's, Eddie Money coming up. We've got the big payday and your chance to call in and win. You can have an AI DJ do that. But to do a morning show like what we do, there is no freaking way that AI can ever do what we put together every single morning on this show.
Another friend of mine told me that he had an interaction with AI recently.
And by the way, hold on. Yeah. Hold on that thought. But that's not to say that radio companies are not going to do that.
Of course.
Because even though it can't replace us, when it comes down to dollars and radio companies wanting to cut costs, I mean, there were just major layoffs all over the industry.
Yeah.
Our company, iHeart, Cox Media, Odyssey. I mean, you had tons of like morning shows and midday and tons of recent layoffs in just the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
The industry got clobbered, and hundreds of people, and some heritage like shows. There was some like heritage morning shows around the country that were on the air for 20 years that were fired.
Yeah.
So this holiday spot, not the one with the people, but the one with the elk and the bear.
Yep.
Look at the bottom left corner.
Yeah, there's the disclaimer about the AI thing, right?
And it says created by...
right there. That's what I said.
Right.
It says created by Real Magic AI.
I don't see that in the spots that I see on their YouTube channel with the ones with the people.
Yeah, so, this was posted 21 hours ago. They might have pulled the spot off.
They might have.
Oh, all right. Hold on. We got to find it. It lives somewhere else. Roxanne, you were saying you were about to start to say something about a friend?
Yeah. So a friend of mine, he said that he was inquiring. He called a company recently to inquire about leasing an apartment. And they called him back and they preceded the conversation with, this is AI generated. They gave a disclaimer that the conversation was recorded and that it was, essentially he was talking to a robot. But it was like nothing... We're used to talking to robots on the phone, right? You call Verizon, you call AT&T, it's like, press 1 for this, press 2. We know what that is.
In a few words, describe your problem.
That existed before the explosion of AI.
That's what I'm saying.
That was called voice recognition.
Okay.
All right.
This is like, he said it was crazy, Roxanne. She was meeting my intonation. Yeah. Like, whatever, if I said, okay, thank you, she'd be like, okay, sounds great. How would whatever he would say, she would mirror him in tone?
Right, and that's going to happen. So what we've experienced for years is voice recognition systems where you could say what you want in in simple terms,
Right.
and it would recognize. So that's voice. But AI is coming to. You're going to be potentially talking to customer service people that you think might be a person, and it's not.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
So
No, that's what he said.
That is, it's out there. They're refining it now. Some people have already dealt with it, like your friend apparently.
Yeah.
But it's gonna listen. We've got drive-throughs. Like the people you're talking at some drive-thrus, they're doing AI experiments where you're talking to a computer, which you think sounds like a human.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Dude, I went to Checkers and had that, and I want you to know they got my order perfect.
yeah. You know what? Coke might pull this commercial. I think they might have pulled it from the YouTube compilation you're looking at right there because it's not in that. And this was posted 21 hours ago. So it seems that they might have pulled the people-generated AI spot off because, it shows, the Coke trucks driving down the snowy road, delivering, the ice-cold bottles of Coca-Cola. And you have all of these, these people, these Coca-Cola fans and customers, and they're in right there. Dude, it was
That's the one I clicked the first time, and you were like, that's not it.
No, I think
That's not it.
No,
it has a polar bear in it. It has an elk.
No,
This is the AI commercial.
Right,
there might be more than one.
I think there were numerous ones, but that one didn't have. No,
there might be a 60-second version that's not around.
There was just a guy. No, on the page you were just on, I just saw there was a guy holding up a Coke bottle. That guy's not real. Go out of this. Just escape.
Yeah.
All right. Scroll up.
Here's
it's right. Dude.
Here's the whole story.
Right. So hold on a minute. All right, is this the NBC story?
Yes.
All right. So hold on a minute. Let me here. I'll take control of the computer.
There's got to be a 60-second commercial.
That guy right there is. So this. All right. Let me
unmute.
All right. Let me play this. Let me unmute it. Here we go. Listen.
But take a closer look at the new Coca-Cola
you got
commercial.
You got nine. Hang on a minute.
Rewind.
Fester's got 9 things playing at once. All right, let me rewind this here. All right, Fester, let me grab this.
You got it.
All right,
take
here we go. And let me start it again. Listen.
One of the most iconic brands, ringing in the holiday season. But take a closer look at the new Coca-Cola commercial, and you might notice that it was made.
All the people in that spot that are like at a holiday gathering in the snowy town square, all the people are fake.
With artificial intelligence. Social media certainly caught whiff.
It shows how lifeless that Christmas commercial is.
It was supposed to be a reimagination of the iconic Holidays Are Coming campaign from 1995.
Yep.
But nearly 30 years later, the beverage behemoth now facing backlash for taking the real people and the cheer out of the holidays.
And that's it. And if you look at the people, there's like a creepy, like plasticky
perfectness to them.
Like there's a weird edge to them, and you can tell those are not real people, and they're getting a ton of backlash. 9:19 at the MJ Morning Show. I'm heading out shortly. I mean, we're going to go pretty much. I probably should leave a couple of minutes. Like some days I'll push things to like 9:50, 9:52. Probably going to end a little bit more on time today.
All right.
Because I've got to hit the road because I got to go to Newport Richie because of the Great American Teach-In today. So I'm going to be doing a Great American Teach-In about radio fun. Why
don't you pepper in all that AI talk and where the business is going to class today?
Well,
you have to be truthful and share some of it.
But here's the deal. And I'm not going to lie to the kids. Listen, do I love my job? I do. Are we part of like a last generation or last hurrah of local, live, active, creative morning shows? I think we are. I don't recommend that people get into this business. I talk people out of getting into the radio business. And listen, same thing for TV. I mean, local TV news, for instance, it's a shell of what it was.
The viewership has changed.
Well, even the quality has changed. You look at these newscasts these days, these local newscasts, they're nowhere near as good. If you took any of our local stations and you pull a newscast from, let's say, 1998 or even 2007, 2008, and you compare them to what they're putting out today, it's not even close. The product was much better. Now, our radio show, I'll tell you right now that this show, to me, is as good as it ever has been. Because we're live, we're local. I mean, granted, we lost Froggy to budget cuts. I'm still working to make that, return happen. But listen, the industry is constricting massively. I mean, totally contracting. So, what do I tell the kid? Listen, I've had a great career, but don't go into radio.
At least you've made money in it. That's good.
Listen, and these days it's a fraction, but I'm thankful for the really, really jammed up busy years. That's gonna put me into retirement. But it's a shell of what it used to be. As far as an industry, and salaries are nowhere near where they used to be. Unless I'm being honest, so I got to kind of thread the needle and kind of be delicate at the Great American Teach-In later today. All right, 9:21 at the MJ Morning Show. The final chunk of the MJ Morning Show is next. Fester, I've got a new garment for you. So
Fantastic.
You were all excited about the red Kool-Aid T-shirt that somebody sent you?
Yes.
I'm waiting for someone to send you this.
All right.
There is a new item that is right up your alley, buddy.
Lay it on me.
And if I mention it, I'm thinking that it's just a matter of time before somebody sends this to you. Just like the Kool-Aid T-shirt.
That's cool.
Where Fester was running around on Halloween saying, "Hey, Kool-Aid!"
Oh, no, they were saying, "Hey, Kool-Aid." I was saying, "Oh, yeah."
And how many fences did you bust through?
6.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of fences were damaged already with Hurricane Milton,
Entire communities have not invited me back.
Yeah, I'm telling you. All right, 9:22, final chunk of the MJ Morning Show is next. So stand by. The Cake Girl is taking... Morning show. I'm getting ready to head out in a few minutes. I'm going to be doing the Great American Teach-In, my service to the community today. And I'm going to the first school that contacted me some weeks ago. And actually, I was a little late getting back to them because of all the hurricane stuff. But yeah, so
I'm glad you're going.
Yeah, every year I always go to whoever's first to ask. And this is actually geographically, this is on the far end. I'm going to Newport Richie, but hey, listen.
We might have to rethink that policy.
What? The first to ask me to do the Great American Teach-In, that's geographically convenient for me, right?
You can't go to Plant High School every year, I guess.
I'm going to be burning $40 worth of gas to get to this place. All right. But I'm happy to do it. All right, 9:30 at the MJ Morning Show. Oh, the Diddy pile as well. We got to get to this. All right, so some celebrity stuff in just a minute. First, though, I saw I'm laughing because there's that term on a ship called what? The poop deck?
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking that every deck is going to be the poop deck. It was announced that there's going to be a dog-friendly cruise leaving Tampa next year.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that's definitely
That's a
the
lot
poop
of
scoop deck.
Yeah, it's a lot of poop management.
Yeah, pooper scooper deck. Yeah. So I would imagine, are they going to have like the little baggy stands? You know, like you're in a public park or even like some apartment complexes, they'll have the little, like the dog waste bag dispenser unit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
Pull a bag.
Yeah. I would imagine they're going to have a bunch of these all over the boat.
And are all the dogs going to get along well? I mean, are they going to somehow have to be on muzzles? And
that's what I'm thinking. I mean, how many dog bites?
Well, what about the rooms? You have to have like a potty pad in the room.
Do they have to be tested for rabies before you can bring do you have to have like certification from the vet? Do they have to have like their kennel cough thing all jammed up their nostril? Or I think they squirt it in the back of the throat now. I think it's a little different. But yeah, so there's this doggy cruise that's going to be. Oh my God. All right, good boy. 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 All right. So it's next November. What ship is this? Margaritaville is the
out of Tampa. So yeah, it's the one that docks right by Sparkman's Wharf.
Yeah. Well, I mean, people love dogs and love cruises.
Well,
so
it's
this
not
is a
docking
niche
at Ballast Point there, Fester. All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Roxanne.
Yeah. No, people love dogs, passionate about dogs, passionate about cruises. They're two loves together at sea. Perfect.
All right, the first ever dog-friendly cruise
Well, I mean, what are you going to bring the dog to the casino with you?
That's what they're calling it.
You're going to walk the dog into the buffet line?
And
I
then
don't know.
How much yapping is going to be going on in the rooms, like when you're, when you can't bring your dog somewhere?
You've got some time to plan because this thing doesn't happen for the next year or so. It happens next November.
Also, might be time to cancel that idea.
Yeah.
If they haven't thought about these things. No, I'm sure it'll be fun for people.
Cruise Tales and Expedia Cruises. They're putting this together. And 250 dogs and their human owners will be able to book the trip.
Is there any idea of what kind of dogs can't go on this? Like if you have like a Great Dane, you can't bring a dog on there, right?
It's going to be on Margaritaville's Islander.
Yeah, that's the one that docks out of Tampa.
So the Islander is the ship that calls home here, right?
Here, home. Home here. Whatever.
Yes, whatever.
But yes, the Margaritaville Islander is in Tampa. So, but does the dog have to weigh 20 pounds or less, or?
I don't see any weight restrictions. I want to see someone bring like 170-pound Mastiff.
Yeah. A Duguay de Bordeaux.
Is that the dog that drools?
Yeah, that's a French Mastiff is the one that drools really bad.
Drool, and then all over, like people will slip and fall and throw their backs out on Mastiff spit, on Mastiff drool.
Right.
You imagine the Mastiff gets up on its paws and is drooling all over the buffet?
Slobbering everywhere. Oh.
Just eating out of the buffet tray.
Oh my God. My dogs would be nuts. There's no way. My Jack Russell Terriers, they're insane.
How about some pit bulls?
It's a good question. I wonder if there are any breeds that are banned. Because you do have the list of dog breeds that have the highest propensity to bite. Yes, Fester.
On their website, as a breakthrough in the cruise industry, we're committed to ensuring a great event. Dogs must be leashed in public areas, and they are not permitted in human dining areas.
Oh, listen, you tell a 170-pound Mastiff they can't go in the human dining area.
I know.
You tell them they can't hit that Italian buffet.
A full list of protocols will be released in the next few weeks, and the cruise is scheduled for late 2025.
Yeah, so it's November of 2025, leaving Tampa, and they're going to allow 250 dogs on the ship.
Cruise registration could begin as soon as the first week in December 2024.
A couple of weeks away. It's going to sell out. You know that this will absolutely sell out quickly if you're limited to just 250 dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Tell you what, you'll be allowed doggy style on that cruise.
Andrew, Andrew, how much leg humping is going to happen on that cruise?
A lot. I like it.
Andrew, what were you saying about this Islander? You say it's a small boat?
Yeah, it's not that big a ship. So, yeah, selling out would be no problem.
There's a ship, and
pronounce that P, ship.
I did. I said it's a ship. There's a ship.
It was a soft P.
It was not a soft P. I said ship. So there's a ship. There was this recent story of some cruise ship that went like 45 degrees sideways. Did you see that? And this ship is, I have not been on any of the mega ships. So I was on a couple of Holland America ships, and we had a really good time. We went to, this is years ago, the kids were like tiny. We went on the inner passage to Alaska on Holland America, had a good time. And then I was also on a 10-day Baltic cruise on Holland America. That's when they were actually calling on St. Petersburg, Russia. I don't think that's on the itinerary anymore.
No, not so much.
That was also, oh yeah, this is it. So what ship was this? People were saying this was like the Titanic. And I mean, the stuff was flying all over the place. The point is that this main, one of the main intersections of this ship, it was like you were in a shopping mall.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The ceilings were like 40 feet high. I mean, it's insane.
Yeah, the middle area of the ship.
The middle area of the ship. You're walking down like this fairway or whatever they call this, this middle area of the ship. You would have no idea this was a ship. This thing, it had storefronts like you were in a freaking mall.
A lot of the ships are like that.
Yeah, well, I haven't been on any of those mega ships.
We should take a morning show cruise.
Okay.
Except we can.
Well, they do that around here.
I'll leave that to Calta. I don't care about any cruise.
A good idea is a good idea.
Yeah.
Listen, Royal Caribbean Cruises Explorer of the Sea.
Is that what it is?
Tipped violently during a squall off the coast of Africa last year.
Yeah. So it was Royal Caribbean, and this ship, this is a behemoth of a boat. And so I've never been on one of these cruise ships that has like that main area that like you're walking through a brand new shopping mall.
Mm-hmm.
But stuff is like digital displays and everything's flying all over the place.
If it's not
and
bolted down,
yeah, that's what'll happen.
Smashing. I mean, is this listen to the audio. Oh my, you hear that? That's a huge, like, upright digital TV screen display. Why isn't this stuff bolted down?
Because
you're on a ship at sea.
Yeah, but they probably move it around all the time. You don't have bolts in the floor everywhere you turn.
Anyway.
I mean, every chair is not bolted down. None of the tables are.
I hope that doesn't happen on the doggy cruise next year. You know,
look at the bar. The entire bar is destroyed.
Oh, yeah.
The bottles aren't bolted down.
A lot of damage on this thing. What else? Oh, travel. You see, it's this time of the year, so we got to get the estimates on travel.
All the like best days to travel.
Well, you get that.
Yeah.
You know, don't travel on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
Oh, thanks for that info. Couldn't have figured that one out.
Don't come home on Sunday after Thanksgiving. Duh. You know, let me tell you, the best day to travel is you go for Thanksgiving dinner and then you leave right after.
Yeah, that's true.
Just get the hell out of there. So if let's say you're flying to Aunt Millie's place in Teaneck up in New Jersey, or let's say you're friends with Richard Fader from Fort Lee, New Jersey. You have, a lot of folks do like Thanksgiving, like a late lunch. A lot of folks do Thanksgiving dinner like at 3 or 4 o'clock. You do the dinner and you get on a 9 o'clock flight out of Newark and get right back to Tampa. That's when you want to travel. You want to travel Thanksgiving night. That is
all right, guys, dinner was great. I gotta catch my flight.
You get in late morning, you have it, and then you get the hell out. You're on the ground at Thanksgiving dinner out of town for a total of 6 hours. All right.
And that's really all you want to see the family for. And then you're like, I gotta go.
That's it. No, but seriously, all kidding aside, so yeah, they put out the list, the best days to travel, the worst day. I mean, I'm not going through that crap. That's so obvious. That's like imbecile level stuff. Of course, you know when you should travel, when you shouldn't travel. What I'm bringing up here, though, is the number of Americans that are set to travel, and they always mention this. So the latest number is a humongous 80 million are going to travel for Thanksgiving, according to AAA, right? And then we've got the Florida breakdown. Guess how many Floridians are set to travel for Thanksgiving? Floridians, right here. How many you think?
Okay, so the total number in our country is 80.
Yeah, don't confuse this.
Okay.
How many Floridians?
All right, let's just say, I'm going to say 5 million.
Oh, my God. So you already busted
I
it.
mean, what's the state population?
Yeah. Population in Florida is knocking on 22 million right now.
Then her answer doesn't seem that crazy.
I mean, and define
travel.
It's going to be 4.5 million. So you overshot the runway by just a little
close.
bit. Yeah.
So where are we, what define travel? Is it like travel to your mom's house and 15 minutes away? Or what do you have to do to,
I mean,
what do you have to do to travel?
We're not going 200 miles.
So the definition is over the river and through the woods.
What if you're going over the bay?
To grandmother's house we go. 4.5 million Floridians will travel 50 miles or more. That's what it's.
Geez, I travel 50 miles to come to work.
No, you don't.
Pretty close.
I mean, pretty damn close. Round trip I do more than.
No, your door-to-door is what? I mean,
26 miles.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
You're West Chase. You got to move closer to this radio station, man.
Do
Listen, this job is a leaf in the wind. Looking for a nice job in Wesley Chapel.
Anyway, so 4.5 million Floridians are set to travel.
That's why I bust my lease miles all the time.
All right, so here's the deal. The P. Diddy pile. Who's Shine?
Oh.
I've no Shine.
Oh, Shine. I've been spelling it wrong all this time.
So Shine.
Belizean rapper and politician.
Yeah, he's a rapper, but then he got into politics. And I think he's originally from
Belize.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the guy's name is Moses Shine Barrow, and everyone knows him as Shine. And he tried to warn people about Diddy, Sean Combs, years ago. Yeah, he told CNN that he tried. He said, everything I've been through has conditioned and prepared me and molded me into where I am presently. But where I'm at is where I wanted to be. I made the choice at 18 years old to say that I wasn't going to be dishonorable. I wasn't going to get my friends in trouble and get myself out of trouble. He's now 46. Shine made the comment in reference to how he conducted himself in a case that has forever tied him to Sean Diddy Combs. In 1999, the then up-and-coming recording artist was signed to Combs' Bad Boy Records. Barrow was part of the producer's entourage at a New York City nightclub, along with Combs' then-girlfriend, Jennifer Lopez, when everything ended in a hail of gunfire. Barrow, Combs, and bodyguard Anthony Jones were tried in the shooting in 2001. Combs and Jones were acquitted, while Barrow was convicted on assault and firearm possession charges. He was sentenced to 10 years in prison, and then he was deported to his native Belize once he was released in 2009. And, you know, he claims that after that, he tried to warn people about Sean Combs. So, again, he was the one that was convicted in that shootout with the New York City bar shooting involving Diddy.
I remember that.
Remember that story? Yeah, I remember the story. I just didn't remember that his name was Shine, but that's him. And he's like, listen, afterward, I tried to warn people about Diddy. And again, tons of people knew this stuff. So you have some that tried to warn, but the bulk of the people just kind of, they were complicit.
Yeah, you know, I love those people who came out ahead of all this. They look, I mean, wow, they look really good now. People who were like calling him out years ago.
And did you see the latest on Diddy?
Small list.
Yeah. Now the latest on Diddy is that he's using other inmates' cell phones to try to contact witnesses and everything.
He can't stay out of trouble. He still thinks he's like a power broker in there, still trying to. Oh my gosh, this guy's never going to learn.
Yeah. The ABC News had a story yesterday. Fester, bring up the ABC News story.
Okay.
Bring up ABC News. Just type in ABC News.
ABC News.
Sean Combs, cell phones. And man, this is some. Oh, I got to go soon because I got the
I was thinking
teacher.
that.
Yeah, I got to roll here in just a moment.
Last couple of minutes.
This will be the last thing here. So, I mean, this is really. Bring me. Here we go. The ABC News has. That's. Hang on. Bring up. Well, listen. I'll just paraphrase it. So Diddy was contacting people using other inmates' cell phones to try to like do witness tampering.
I didn't know inmates had cell phones in the first place.
Yeah. And go back to that ABC thing. I'll play just a little bit of this. I guess we can. This is from yesterday. Prosecutors accused Diddy. I got to wait for the spot to go. Hang on a minute.
Sorry, it's going to be a couple seconds.
Yeah, let me skip this. Here we go. Listen to this.
This morning in the sex trafficking case against Sean Diddy Combs, prosecutors now claiming that from behind bars, Combs has been trying to reach out to victims and possible witnesses. And ABC's Phil Lipoff is here now with this story. Good morning, Phil.
Lipoff.
Good morning, Gio. Diddy's lawyers trying for a third time to get him out on bail, but this time, the prosecution telling the judge about attempts they say the rap mogul made from behind bars to influence everyone from potential jury to alleged victims.
Listen to this.
Who's the boss? Dudes is lost. Don't think cause I'm iced out, I'ma cool off.
This morning, prosecutors leveling new accusations against Sean Diddy Combs, saying he poses a serious risk of danger, even from behind bars as he awaits trial. In a court filing late Friday, prosecutors detailing the steps they say Combs is taking while locked up to reach out to prospective witnesses and influence public opinion to affect potential jurors.
The accusations within the prosecution's motion to deny bail are very serious and will be considered very heavily by the judge because the judge is going to want to ensure that he is not influencing witnesses and or contacting anyone to influence a trial in any way.
Listen, if he's trying to do it behind bars, imagine what if he was actually out on bail, what he'd be doing.
Did you see that the feds raided his jail cell?
Yeah. So
they tossed his cell.
Yeah, hang on. Go back to that video. Go back to that video. So a little bit more of this report here. So I think I saw that he had like used up to 8 different cell phones.
That's a lot
Combs
of cell
has pleaded
phones.
not guilty to charges of racketeering, transportation to engage in prostitution, and sex trafficking. He denies any wrongdoing. The government now asking a judge not to grant Combs' third request for bail, in which the music mogul offers a $50 million bail package, citing new evidence and changed circumstances.
Swimming in women with I don't know if this report has it. Go back to Google. Just type in P. Diddy cell phones prison, because it's really, I mean, the balls on this guy. It's unbelievable. And then, they're also bringing up the fact that, like, the family phone call and the video that they released of, like, is that his little daughter?
Yeah.
Yeah, who's, like, singing happy birthday to him. Yeah, you got to hear this. Listen, this is one of Diddy's little kids.
Happy birthday to Daddy.
Oh, Diddy's behind bars. Oh, wait, I'm a prospective juror. Oh, but listen to this cute little kid. How can I put Diddy in jail? I mean, that's what they're trying to do here. They're trying to influence jurors.
Happy birthday to Daddy.
Oh, my God, that's nauseating. So, did you find the cell phone story?
There's so many of them. I didn't find the exact one you're looking for. I mean, there's a bunch of them. You type in P. Diddy in prison and phones, and 1,000 stories pop up.
Hang on, Andrew. What do you have? Oh, I got a break. Oh, yeah, look at this. I got to get to the teacher.
All right.
Yeah, he is a bad boy.
That's what he thought when he named his record company.
Yeah, Bad Boy Records, baby. All right. Anyway, they're not going to let him out on bail. There's no way in heck. I don't think he's going to see the light of day for a long time. I think what he's accused of and what he's probably going to be convicted of, I'm guessing it's good for at least 20. What do you think?
21 and a half.
You want to play the mountain climber game on that?
Less time served.
9:49 at the MJ Morning Show. All right, I got to cruise. I got to get up to Newport Richie.
Have fun.
And do the Great American Teach-In for a bunch of fifth graders. So this ought to be exciting. Looking forward to it. Influence a couple of kids out there. Answer all their questions about the glamour of radio life. And the heyday is past.
Why don't you come in with it's a glamorous life? Why don't you bring some music, like some walk-up music?
I'll channel P. Diddy. What do you think?
Yeah.
No, I won't. All right, folks, we'll see you back here tomorrow. Have a beautiful day. The Wednesday show is, 20 hours away or so? See you tomorrow. MJ Morning Show on Q105, and let's be careful out there.
Hear the latest MJ Morning Show podcast on the Q105 app, powered by Anna Jar and Levine.